Recording in progress.
That was
Nailed that. Unless that was legit the thing echoing. Whoever said it while it said it,
It was
nailed it.
Kristen.
But yeah, you nailed that.
That just reminds me of my work. We have a timeout clock that's always like, thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That makes
and
me think like if you misbehave.
If it's in a bad
The
mood.
timeout clock.
yeah. Thank you. And yeah, so we just copy it all the time.
No, you cannot play with them.
So,
Don't chew on that.
is everybody ready?
Yes.
To recap, less than 2 years ago, Prin left her home with Luskin. But home wasn't the only thing she left behind. Her daughter, Nephili, was left in the care of her close friend, Sybil. Both time and circumstance have changed as have the people she left in a town that have seen many different things occurring throughout. When the group traveled through the Shadowfell in search of the Ladru's people, the then lost Druid tribe, they encountered fey beings, these hags, these hunchback, hump-shouldered beasts, and they knew of you, Prin. They knew your scent. They knew you were a mother, and they knew of the child that you bore, Nephili. In exchange for information, they asked for an item of trade, turning down many things until offered a magical book, black as night. After escaping the Fortress of Memories, the hags fell out of sight and mind until now. After visiting Luskin, the group quickly learned of the odd happenings throughout, the hags and the contagion of the town, and the false Nephili in one of the hags' lairs. After escaping the town, Pren and the Legion of Osuvox reunited with their old crew of the Lost Gale. The open sea hasn't been without any issues, so there's an attack by these strange shark people saying to leave their mothers alone. They also ran into some old family members of the bard of the group, Shecker, Sela and Bria, kind of the stowaways of this ship. And the group's captured by an enormous storm giant ship and the request of an egg from an ancient dragon turtle. Diving down beneath the sea, the group sucked on one too many rocks, and after one bad roll, followed by way too many persuasion checks, you were able to avoid combat and deduce that the dragon turtle felt a devastating loss of connection to his goddess Melora, the god of the sea and shared deity of your newer companion Kismet. A few members helped restore the statue above. The creature offered to aid your return to the surface, to include the egg in tow, to be returned to the storm giant leader, Aslog. As you guys return to the surface, start swimming back towards the ship. Now, a large ladder splashes alongside, each beam about 6 to 7 feet across. If everyone climbs, it's about 70 feet up before you're able to get up and over the vessel. Yeah. Anything you guys want to do before you guys get on the ship, or are you guys just going up?
We're all exhausted.
Double checking just that the egg is secure, that we're going to be able to get it there. And I know we had a bag planned and all this stuff, but I guess I'd just be like kind of on that duty, making sure that everything's good there.
Looking back, you can see Baba with kind of this unique backpack, works as kind of a hybrid bag of holding that he was able to create with the Storm Giant's aid. The little goblin looks at you and says, "Don't worry, dwarf, Baba has it."
Trust that.
You're good at the Chris accent, and it's really
Whatever you say, man. Cool. All right. That's all I wanted to hear.
Okay. As you guys begin climbing up, you can see Baba is struggling to climb up the ladder, and eventually,
I'll help.
okay. As you start to help him, he's like, "Baba can do it." Baba groan, and he ignites his boots and begins flying up beside you guys.
Fucking useless. Okay.
As you guys all get to the top, you can just see kind of a row of the storm giants with their glowing skin and eyes, just kind of all standing at you. The drums are all quiet right now, and they're all just staring. And Aslog steps forward, kind of nodding to you all. So, what did you find?
Well, we found a dragon turtle at the bottom, and actually we're able to kind of strike a bargain and maybe a little bit of a friendship with it. And we were able to locate what you requested of us with the dragon turtle's blessing.
Becker, you can feel a little pull beside you as Sella, you kind of get knocked out of the way a little bit, and Baba is like giving the little backpack towards you and pointing down towards you, Schecter.
Here, they try and offer it up to the giant. This bag was the carrying case that we had for it. We offer it as a token for completion of the quest you bestowed upon us.
The dragon turtle bestowed the name Osuvox upon this.
Well, I guess we did.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. The dragon turtle was Devasumi, and they had just requested that it be named something strong and unforgettable, and obviously cared for.
And I'll
I
begin.
say as I hope that they're not planning on eating it.
After breakfast tonight.
Please be vegan.
As you guys stand kind of in the moonlight, they are extremely intimidating creatures, standing a little bit over 20 feet tall. Aslog kind of nods, and two of the other male frost giants kind of step forward, picking it up, looks to you all again, says, "You did well. We will take this kingly gift and bring it to honor and protect our people. We continue our search north for the White Drake, but we will honor our agreement as you have honored yours. We will make our way to the Lonesome Willow." And you can hear the drums just slightly start beating again as the ship begins to lull forward. Kind of slowly, the wind sails begin to drop, and you guys begin to slowly carry. He looks to you all again. Is there anything else?
Did we offer the sword?
What does he mean by is there anything else?
Just like
Anything else?
it's nighttime. You guys look tired. Is there anything else
Oh, okay.
you guys want to ask of him? Or
We had witnessed them, like they have like oracle kind of like abilities, right? They can kind of like not just see into the future. We witnessed some kind of ritual of theirs, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking back to. So
yeah, I can't remember if everyone went down, but yeah, I think
we all went down.
Did you? Okay. Yeah, you guys went down and you saw kind of the
The like
child
seer?
work.
Yeah.
Seer.
Good word. Good word.
So, okay, down in the depths of hell, I kind of struck out on a lead to kind of finding out a little bit more about my loot. There was that book of the wolf spider that I didn't want to die trying to get. So now we're kind of the opposite. We're up with storm giants and stuff like that on the other end of the spectrum. I want to try and figure out, like, here's my idea, and then I'll role play it through. But I just want to try and figure out if there's anything that they might know about the wolf spider, or even the war loot, this thing, or its legend, or weapons that like might be able to access higher powers or something like that. Anything along those lines. But when the storm giant that's talking to us, I totally forget his name, asks if there's anything else, I just start kind of playing a melody on it, to the beat of their drums on the war lute, and kind of say, now that you mention it, I am a little curious about this instrument of mine. Its past is, I mean, it's somewhat of a mystery to me, but I have a good idea of where it came from. I want to know about the wolf spider and I was hoping that you guys might have some insight into that. Or honestly, magical weapons, if there's anything you might be able to delve into this. I know that there's a personality in here. It talks to me every now and then. I haven't gotten far from it. It asked me to call it friend. I wish I had a name, but that's all it asked me to call it for now. So I know you guys seem very mighty and foreseeing into things that I know very little about. Maybe you could help me unravel this mystery a little further.
Roll the persuasion check, please.
Ooh, okay. I forgot to grab the tray. Could you get the tower that's up there for me? Oh, you got one. Sweet. Yes. Oh no. That was a 6 on the die, but
37.
But bars.
yeah, no. Crap math.
It's a 24.
24.
Gets a sight, takes a toll on the young one below. Give her a day or two of rest, as we will probably be to the tree in 3. I worry that the strain could break her, but we still would like to offer our help if possible.
Reasonable. I would not wish harm upon any of you or your people. So I agree with that. That would be very lovely. Thank you.
Take rest if you can. He kind of offers his arm towards the lost scale that's still kind of hooked, attached to the side of the ship.
I'm gonna gladly go over and see if there's some ale to have and just kick up my feet, try to relax.
Where did that go?
Yeah.
Apparently, your ghost wants some ale too.
No,
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
follow
you're
Prin
an
over
alcoholic.
and do the same.
talked about it.
I'll follow Prin and Kismet to get some
Okay.
well-deserved ale.
As you guys walk across, the strong wind sounds like this growling howl, and you return to the lost scale, and you can see the crew kind of gathered around the captain's quarters. You can see Shinrir, the large man that you first saw, and Luskin stands near Hernus and Kunu. And Bella,
I'll
you
go
saw
up and
her there as well.
I'll go up and like, what's going on?
Um,
Kind of captain.
Shinrir looks to you. The captain is back from his sea slumber, Brent. You remember that the captain would disappear without really explanation or cause or reasoning. There was really nothing harmful about it. It was just obviously strange. But he continues and says, in your absence, it's grown worse.
What has grown worse? Is like
Um,
being away for so long, like the amount of time, or
You can see the Duragar step forward and briefly look at you, Winlara, before looking towards Kismet and Prin, the rest of you all as you all approach. The captain takes one of the lifeboats and rows into the nothing of the sea without a word or explanation. And we know the sea can make a man lose his wits from time to time, but this has steadied in the past year and a half. As he kind of looks at you all again, Shinrir continues saying, one of the storm giants saw his boat sometime during the night. The doctor is in there with him, trying to figure out this last occurrence. You guys want to go in?
yeah.
If you don't mind, can I go in and help with the assessment in any way?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. As he kind of leads some of you guys in, Bria approaches you, Zella, and kind of looks nervously to you, Schecter. And she's kind of trying to pull you guys aside a little bit.
Darling, what is it? What's going on?
Kind of brushes the hair out of her face and kind of nervously looks at you both back and forth, saying, when we got the captain out of the boat, when we got him on board, the giants asked me to carry him. I don't know why. There's something strange about him. He's just as tall as any of us, but he can't weigh more than 20 or 30 pounds. His body, I'm not sure. Maybe you guys should just have a look.
I'll do that, sweetheart.
Yeah, that sounds really strange.
Did we all hear that?
That was kind of the Schecter and Sella. Prin, as you and when Laura and Kismet kind of enter in, you go into the quarters.
I would go too, just
Okay.
for nature stuff.
Before
I
you
don't
guys
wanna-
come in- Oh, go ahead.
I don't want to cut you off. I was going to say, but I would just be kind of checking up with Bria a little bit to make sure that she's okay after the lion turtle, dragon turtle. Yeah, I know, but there wasn't a lot of time to
Settle things.
just checking in with her.
Yeah. Make an insight check.
You know,
We're not starting off good today. It's not going well so far. 12.
The bad one's that one.
Well, I mean, you don't know her, so.
There is there's a slight guilt that hits you that you're trying to get some kind of a bead on her mannerisms or her nonverbals, but because of you not knowing her that well, it's hard to get a good read. She seems a little stuttery, a little uncertain. But yeah, apprehensive is the best thing that you can get.
on a mom level from 1 to 10, how freaked out is she?
You would know she's probably like a 7 or 8.
Okay.
She's always been, a little bit tough, sturdy, if you will. So even if she is having a rough time, she does a good job of kind of hiding what her real emotions are, but you're able to kind of peel through some of that, through those layers.
So this is pretty extreme reaction for her. So I'm just gonna, whatever I do from this point on, I'm gonna have her hand in mine. I'm just like, you're okay.
Prin's gonna see that and be like,
Yeah.
hold her and daughter.
Yeah, for instance, you should see it. You can see that she's a little bit reluctant at first, like, "Oh, come on," but then she kind of gives in and seems completely content with it.
Yeah, not the first time we've done this, even in her adult life.
Prin's like, I don't like touching anyone.
That's fair.
Well, I'm sorry, Prin was thinking that.
Oh, okay.
That'd be really rude if
No, it's all right.
it's like, I don't like touching anyone. I'm sorry for thinking that.
Without the presence of Schecter.
From across the room.
Don't judge this mother-daughter relationship.
Yeah, it's just been the two of us for 100 years. So it's like, yeah, that's what we do.
Valid.
Sure.
Perfect.
So as you guys kind of all slowly make your way in, you all headed in first. You can see the captain with his kind of strange mask sits in a chair from Dr. Thurks, who stands kind of towards you all. The good captain needs his rest, I'm afraid. Kind of almost blocking you guys from him, kind of, hey, he's tired.
Does he seem like, I would like to do an insight check on the doctor. Like, is this like trying to keep us out for best interest in mind for the doctor? Or he just doesn't want us to like.
Is he in on it?
Right.
You two can both make insight checks.
K. 21. Wait for Kristen's.
Sorry. 22.
It's hard to gauge if he's being malicious or not. He does seem kind of protective of the situation / the captain. But nothing tricky, kind of, pulls out your mind or anything like that.
Like just real genuine.
Right.
I mean, we can't necessarily make the situation worse, could we? We're only trying to help.
I'll say I've seen when Laura do amazing medical things, so I think it's worth a shot to give her a chance, and Alatri as well, a chance to see if they can at least help.
As you say that, Kismet, you kind of have to duck into the room a little bit. Baba kind of pipes up and says, Baba's not worried about this right now. Baba needs to make some stuff. Baba be downstairs, and just kind of walks down below the deck. The captain stands shakily, as you say, this friend kind of puts the long, very angular hands on the lizard's shoulder and said, "It's all right, good friend. It's all right. Please, do come in." Kind of like leans against the desk. It's like just the weight of him is just leaning forward as he's looks like he's having problems getting around.
Can I run over and try to help him, like sit down or lay down wherever he's trying to go?
I've helped him and lift. You can feel that kind of familiar crunch to him a little bit. I'm sure, as he kind of sits and I'm sure friends have questions of me as I have them. I am sorry for my untimely departure. It seems my mind is not what it was, I suppose.
As he's just talking, can I just like throw myself a guidance and trying to do like a medicine or arcana check?
Are you trying to be sneaky at all?
No.
Or are you like, okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Do you know why your mind has not been what it once was? Do you have any idea?
Have you asked that?
23
Uh,
for a medicine check specifically.
just the eyeball test. What are you looking for? Are you like going up to him and like looking at him?
Yeah, I'm going up and looking at him to see if it's like, if whatever's ailing him is medicine. Like, is it like
Okay.
something like does he have cancer, or is it like a curse? or-
He has early onset, or
Yeah.
he's been cursed.
Exactly. Sir, you have pre-diabetes.
Have you been smoking the devil's lettuce a little too much with what's his
Hang
butt?
out with Chelonian.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Or drinking him away.
It should be giving you the munchies, sir. Actually,
Right. Yeah.
you should be gaining weight.
Later, as you ask that, he says, I've been having these visions, dreams, I suppose, and they started about the time you told me about your daughter, Nefili. As you're looking him over, Omar, there is an extreme fatigue to him, and his limbs are abnormal in their movement. They don't move where the joints should be. They're a little bit higher. His movement of his body doesn't make sense the way normal human anatomy should work.
Is he 3 raccoons in a trench coat?
Do you ask that?
I'm
my
not.
God,
I'm not
it's a
there.
hag,
This
it's a
was totally like me just trying, like not holding that in. I'm sorry.
Just trying to like take off his clothes, like.
Because Bria asked me to check on him, I'm gonna be there too, but a little more standoffish.
I'm gonna ask Alatri, do you have a good berry left?
I do. Yes. So I'll offer it out to him.
I will put it near his face. Like, just eat this.
You can see that the mouth of the mask really has no opening or anything. There's just these 2 kind of holes for the eyes, so you can see kind of a amberish color hue coming from his eyes.
Was his eye color like that before?
Mhm. I guess I should explain a bit more. I keep having this vision of a young girl at sea. She's happy. She's silly, and I guess you could say she is free. I can't explain it, but I feel drawn to her, like she's calling me from afar. I feel like I have to go to her.
Do you recognize her?
In a way, I feel like it's like a life I've never known yet speaks to me as if I was there. And the dream changes, it grows, if you will.
Can I keep doing more checks or no?
How
You
so?
can't do the full check.
Okay.
How does the dream grow?
It's like a story in a book. It's like I get to another chapter and see something else, something again familiar, like I know in a way what's going to happen, even though I haven't seen it before. I don't understand.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if he's been enchanted in any way?
Yeah, that's what I was
Sure.
wondering about too. Yeah.
That's a nat 20
Woo!
for a 29.
Get a girl, get a girl.
Nice.
Time to miss everything in combat.
Look at me.
That's what this means.
You're rolling nothing but twos.
Try not to write anything.
Only two.
You were able to deduce that this man is either has multiple personality disorder or is cursed in some way. He's explaining a life that he has somehow experienced but has never been a part of. He knows things. He's explaining visions that somehow he knows what's going to happen, and it's like he was there, but he wasn't. He feels like he has to get back. You feel like he's cursed. And maybe he did used to have a different life
Do you
That is-
share this?
being relived, like an echo.
That was the most unclear nat 20 I've had in a while. Just kidding.
Was it really?
I don't know. It was pretty clear. It's just very confusing.
I mean,
You got details.
I know Alather was already thinking of doing something, but I don't know if Lynn shares any of that information. That would
Yeah, you guys are all in the same room, so it's up
solidify.
to you how you want to. You're able to kind of deduce that with what you rolled.
I'll say Captain in Elvish, and does he look in my direction?
Stella does.
What is Kismet?
Everyone but Chapter.
I can't tell if my computer froze or the DM froze.
Computer froze.
Computer
Friend.
froze.
And are you?
Oh, goodness gracious.
So I'm just gonna continue in Elvish, just like these dreams you're having. What was the last one you had?
Just the night before last. The last thing I remember seeing is your Furbolg friend downstairs, and I don't remember anything after that.
Cool. I'm just gonna. I
I have a question. Did he answer in Common or did he answer in Elvish? Because she was speaking Elvish.
He answered in common.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go ahead and backpedal, and I'll be like, "Hey, I think I left something in Baba's bag or something. I'll be right back." Get away to chat in the hearing.
Okay, you kind of step outside. You can see. Kismet, were you gonna say something? I'm sorry.
Oh, I can wait. I was gonna, in reference to what he just said about Kismet,
Oh, go ahead, go for it.
I was gonna step up at that point and say, I actually have a question about that. I found some curious things down there. Care to explain what's down below the ship?
Oh, your ghost friend.
Yes.
Kismet, make a.
If you don't want to speak, I will start speaking for you. What might come out of my mouth may be just assumptions and may sound bad. So clear your name first.
can see kind of these reddish eyes kind of look toward your direction a little bit. Difficult to discern any state of emotion. Just the way they glow is a little bit strange. This girl that I see in my dreams, I feel like I know her, and I've even made her a room downstairs, just in the hope that someday this girl will come true, and she can still be happy and free. And kind of hangs his head a little bit. It's an old fool's dream.
Well, she is on ship. I don't know how so and why, but at least in spirit, and she was playful in her manners with me.
Jeff stands up, and as he stands up, it's almost like his chest lifts him up before his body, kind of in this strange role almost. I've hoped that if we ever have this girl or any child without a wanting home, that we can have something for them, and maybe this is what I've been dreaming of.
Kismet, if
As you step out, as they're having this conversation, you can see Hernus just kind of sipping on his ale with Shinrare. But you're able to kind of walk by him.
Walk by and just walk away and like whisper into the earring. His body doesn't make any fucking sense. The joints just really don't match up to his skeleton. I don't know how this is quite a statement, but he's died and has somehow been reborn.
Hmm.
I did not hear that.
I've heard about that before.
We need to get Kismet an earring.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
I don't have one either.
I'll just say, tell Kismet.
Whisper.
As you finish saying that, Kismet, you kind of are having this conversation, just the two of you. He stands up and kind of like limps and almost jostles towards you.
I will catch him if he tries to fall and realize how extremely thin he is.
Okay. As he kind of stumbles, you catch him, and it's like nothing. He weighs almost nothing, and he kind of puts his kind of hands on and says, "Have you ever wanted something so bad, but you just know in your heart that some dreams will never become your reality?" He says that's only you can hear it.
I whisper back. I do know that feeling quite well. I've lost many. One forever. Hopefully I can regain the others. But some days it feels like a long dream that's true.
Kismet, make a perception check real quick, and then I'll get to you A3.
Okay.
Or Stella.
If you have something.
It's good.
You
I
said
think she was
perception?
going to ask, Stella was going to ask Kismet something a minute ago.
Oh, my question was directed at Kismet, but that moment passed. So I do have a question for the captain after LA3 though.
I rolled a 16.
6016.
1, 6, 16.
Okay. I was like, what?
I rolled a 16. Give me it all.
You see everything.
Good
You see
God.
our house, you see the map,
I see the god.
you see who the big bad is.
You're looking at the DM notes.
Just text me
There
now.
is a brief, very human interaction that you haven't had in a long time. As you kind of look into the eyes of this mask, you can see that these aren't irises. They're like small little burning flames.
In his eyes?
They're not eyeballs, they're not irises, they're little fires.
Very, very small. Only if you were in very close proximity to them would you be able to see this. But kind of.
Sorry, finish what you were saying first.
Oh no, you're fine. And
I
then
was
you
just, well, sorry.
damn it, that's my bad. He kind of shakes his head and breaks eye contact after that and says, I think I just need to get my mind back together. Whatever you're going to say, Kismet.
Nice. I kind of just mutter mostly to myself, but if he hears it, he hears it. I'm going to say, you have very interesting eyes. And then he says that he needs some time to get himself back together. I'm just gonna kind of ask what does go through your mind? Like,
Okay. As you ask that, Aletha, you look like you're dying. What do you want to say?
I'm dying. Everything he's saying is like, it's getting to the point where like she just has to. I will, though, at what I say, I will also say over the earring, knowing that like Gwen did that to tell us, so that I'm also kind of letting her know, I guess, if she doesn't want me to, she can run back in and stop me. He said, I just need some time to get my mind right. Then I would step forward and say, I might actually have a way to help you with that if you would allow me. It seems like something that you do desire. And if it doesn't work, there's no harm.
Roll a d20. Let me know what you get.
That's cat. 11.
I wouldn't be opposed. I do think I need a little time to recollect, but I do appreciate the gesture. Maybe we can do it on the morrow.
Can I insight if he truly feels that way, or if he's just saying that because he doesn't want me to help him?
Sure, make an insight check.
Okay.
Kismet asked a question as well. Sela, what were you going to ask as she's rolling this?
I am at this point so curious as to what he is that I'm going to be rude.
And I got a 26.
You want to say, Sela?
So before he leaves the room, I'm going to, Captain, forgive me for prying, but it might help us better help you if we knew exactly what your person was, what species you are, what you're made of.
This is why I like this elf. Blunt like a dwarf.
Well,
I don't say that, but whatever.
Really quick, at late 3, you get the sense that there's some fear in him, there's some hesitancy and some uncertainty for sure. And I'm not sure exactly why, but that is what the emotion that you're getting. Kismet, as you ask what does go through your mind, he just kind of shakes his head and turns back, the massive hat and kind of crooked shoulders and kind of disaligned back. I just want something else, and I don't even know what it is. To answer your question, madam, I am not who I used to be, I feel, and I think I'm a ghost of someone else. Difficult to look at.
Difficult to look at because you believe so, or because others have told you?
Kind of like puts his hand over his face and says, both regions, I suppose.
Well, do you feel there's a way we could help you return to your former self?
I can, possibly.
not just in mind, but in body.
Tell him make one more persuasion check.
It seems like something you truly do want. Can I help her?
See she rolls.
What was I making? A perception or a persuasion?
Persuasion.
It's a 25.
Holy shit. You do all remind me of a friend. She is always eager to help others before herself. I do think I may find my rest tonight, as it is late. You all look weary as well. Perhaps we will reconvene on the morrow and see if there is anything you can do to help me in these dreams.
As you wish, Captain. Sella will make a slight bow.
If you change your
Turn.
mind, we can anytime, even now.
You guys kind of turn and leave. Who is the last person to leave?
Kismet, sure.
Yeah, I would say, or me. I'm struggling with something.
Pretty.
I don't think I'll do it, but like
Have you
hoping he'll be like, okay, do it now.
Oh, fuck it, go for it.
Right, like,
Go for it.
oh, I forgot my purse and my pen. And yeah.
As he kind of leans over the desk back to you all at the door as you guys walk out, Kismet, you're kind of last one to kind of duck your head and leave. Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
A
That's number 2 for this campaign.
So 60. Give me an
Session. 2 for the session.
As you start to kind of close the door, you can hear just very, very soft crying,
No.
like kind of weeping coming from the captain. And you just hear him say, "Where are you?" Okay. Shut the door. You guys are all standing out on the way. You can hear some coughing from up above and the crow's nest. The moonlight is kind of cast across the deck. There is a barrel or two, friend, that you are very familiar with once the crew has had kind of a long day, shit day, whatever it is. They are cracked. They are, looks like they are being poured by Shinrare and Hernus. Is there anything you guys would like to do for a rest?
Drink.
Get drunk.
I definitely want to see how much my daughter can drink, and then see how much she can play after she drinks. Like get her drunk and then make her play music.
And you're going to do this without like permission or even asking me or like
Well, you're joining in, right?
roll a persuasion check.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since you've seen this lady.
It's been 100 fucking years.
Yeah.
You just
Wow.
think you can walk back into her life, get her
26.
drunk?
26. All right.
Yeah, it's my daughter. She's old enough. It's not like she's fucking 2.
Well, she has the lifespan of an elf. She's the equivalent of my age when I started venturing, and I was
Been
barely old
gone
enough to-
out of her life for 100 years,
Can-
and you
can
can
I-
walk back in.
Can I please see a roll-off fight for parental like custody over
Oh, no.
never knew I had a
I-
kid and single mother for 100 years?
I just
Let's
wanted
walk.
to drink one night. Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my
26. Go ahead.
Not even 100 years old, and she drinks like crazy.
27.
No, it's not.
Damn.
Oh!
15 plus 12.
Schecter, as you walk up,
Damn.
you have 2 ales in your hand, and you kind of hand one to Sella and offer one to Bria, and Sella, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to turn mine down and I'm going to turn to Bria. The reason I'm being so picky is because she's been in obvious distress since we've gone on the ship. So I'm going to talk to her for a second and be like, honey, what do you want to do right now? I know you're not feeling great. Things have been really weird. We were gone for a while. Do you want to hang out up here with me and your dad? Or would you like us to go down to the cabin and we can do some study time and just chill? What do you need right now?
What better than some drinks and some music? Come on, no, I know that's what she wants. That's what the kid wants. That's the best part of adventuring, right? After you get drunk and play music for people.
The two parents talking to their kid at soccer practice who's crying. Go back on the field. You need a moment, honey? Do you need an apple juice? Do you need to breathe for a second? It's all right.
Why are we these parents? Why are you like this?
Why are you like this? I just wanted to drink with her.
Who wants an orange slice? As you ask her,
Oh my god.
she looks like she does have a good mix of you and her dad's hair. A little bit of curl from the dwarf side, and it's kind of just blowing as she's kind of looking out across the moonlight, across the sea, and she's like, I could use a distraction, I guess. I wouldn't mind sitting here with everyone and just kind of hanging out if that's cool with you, Mom.
Remember, she was unconscious and close to death.
You know what, honey? That's what you want. Bottoms up. I grab the ale from Schechter and I down it.
Hey, it's a party.
And then I'm like, oh, it's like that, and just start downing it. On my own.
And then I'm gonna leave her with Schechter for a minute and I'm gonna go find the halfling.
My dog is a cat.
Oh, hey, no.
My cats are dogs.
So are mine. Mine are cat dogs.
So where's Kiyunu with his tasty stuff?
Oh,
Ooh,
It's
Prince wants sex for that.
it's not
You
hard
give
to
me a
find.
hard time about partying, and you party harder without me. You better be bringing some back. Whatever.
As a
Sella just levels. Well, she can't level her gaze because you're too short. She stares down at you.
Damn.
as you do so, Checker, you kind of feel a little bit of like, what the fuck kind of moment. But
You take the high road, I'll take the low road. Thank you.
As usual.
Ooh.
Checker, you feel a strong arm behind you, and it's Bria, and she kind of just offers you, the ale to kind of clink.
I cheers heartily and then pound it with like one eye on her, seeing how quickly she's drinking it, trying to keep up kind of thing, like making sure I'm gonna finish first.
She
Her-
is still
her
half
eyes get-
dwarf.
Exactly. I'm
Her
curious
eyes-
what happens.
Her eyes get big for a second and then get serious and kind of like frown. Go and roll a d20. Let me get.
Cool.
Oh, no.
Natural 20.
Oh no, she got an 8.
Oh
You
man.
kind of starting to spill out the sides, and she's like trying to keep up, but you're pure dwarf. And she kind of coughs her a little bit and pats you on the back and shakes her head. She's like, next one, I'll get you.
Indeed, there'll be many.
Simon.
Simon. So you can see them kind of drinking, and it's a weird conflicting feeling of kind of observing what's happening right now as you crawl up the kind of rope ladder up the side up to the crow's nest, and you can see as you climb in, there's this kind of bloodshot-eyed pug, and it looks like the eyes are very, very fish-eyed, just very out there, and it's just kind of looking at you sideways.
What?
Master Kiyunu,
Oh yeah.
do you care to share?
He slowly transforms back. No, yeah, absolutely. Would you care to partake in these festivities?
Absolutely. I don't know what's happening to my life right now.
I feel that way every day. And he starts kind of packing it for you, kind of gets some of the old bits out, and kind of packing the bits off, hands it towards you.
Sella, who was at one point a well-practiced herb partaker, having been in a band with Schechter and Coop at Schechter and Ovation, takes a couple real good hits.
Well, you also hung out with him on this ship for however long, probably.
Yes, but when I was afraid for my life, I wasn't smoking.
Okay.
Now everybody's having a grand old time.
Wisdom save.
That's a 10.
First couple kind of go down like a champ. You've been here before, you've done this before. And just this in this immediate recollection moment, you think of first couple of times you hung out with the two brothers, and your mind kind of wanders that way, and the fun, the exploration, the just all the newness of it kind of hits you again, makes you happy and sad at the same time. As you were up there, Kinu appears to just be kind of laying down and stretching. What are the rest of you guys doing down there? Schechter and Sella just are in a small conversation. They have a couple of instruments out, just kind of messing around, not doing anything crazy yet. Friend, Kismet, Lathrey, what are you guys doing?
Fran is trying, or not Fran. Wow. Kismet,
No.
it's been a long day. It's been a long day at work.
Yeah.
Kismet is trying to get everybody to do a drinking competition with her, just see who can drink the most, the quickest.
Friend's definitely on board with that.
I am, and I'm not forcing Bria to, but I'm like, you should though, but you should.
I'm all like, oh yeah, well I can drink you under the table. Like you never see me drink and stuff. I'm
Like I have not, and I would love to see, and let's do it.
do it.
Laura has her ale in the corner and is watching.
Yeah, watching, but I have something that I want to work on, which you know about. So I guess my first question is, did we get the sense from Baba that he is not to be bothered right now?
He seemed eager to work on something that he's been working on for a bit.
Okay.
If that was,
I don't want to like have to make you role play only for you to tell me that, you know, he's busy. That's fine.
Yeah.
Then watching this, you know, trying to think of maybe if someone might need to help me or if I need help or whatnot, I will walk over to where Wynn is watching the festivities. I'll watch too, and see if I can chat with her.
Okay. There is a kind of little side bench on the railing, or underneath the railing of the law scale, probably every 6 or so feet. And you can see Hermes is kind of leaning off to the side more towards the captain's quarters. You can see Pran Winlar just minding her own business, just kind of lightly sipping on the ale as you sit beside her, kind of observing everyone. They're starting to pour their ales and everyone's kind of talking shit a little bit.
My money's on Prin. I'll put a
Yeah.
gold piece like on the bench.
Yeah. Thank you, Win.
I'm biased.
You spent a lot of time with me. I pretty much drink every day, so yeah.
I've seen it.
That's true. We have seen her, I mean, drink more than anyone, like in an entire bar that everyone is passed out. She's fine. So
Okay.
that should be very interesting.
You haven't known me long enough. Just be prepared.
My
No.
bet is, and I'll just whisper to Lathrey, it's like if she's not first, she's second. That's my goal.
If I'm not first, I'm last. There's a fine line. I'm either really good or really bad.
You hear a voice to your left when Laura says, "Fuck off, 2 gold on the furbolg." And you can see
The Duragar?
Yeah, the Duragar. Not even making
Ooh.
eye contact. He would just kind of rolling 2 gold between his fingers.
I had 2
Like-
more, so it's 3 on Prin.
Prin's gonna be like, we shipped, like sailed together. We don't-
Are you back? Can you hear all of this?
Yeah, you are across the ship getting drunk,
Oh,
girl.
I am.
We're like,
Yes.
we're watching you.
They're
Yeah,
kind of
That's how
like,
they're watching us like next to us.
No.
yeah, they're kind of whispering off to the side, and
My bad.
You're like by the bar and we're by kind of like we're just not.
Like Schechter and Bria are being real. They're starting to like laugh and kind of get louder. And she's like, I think I can do it this time. But yeah.
But so I put 3 gold down on Prin.
Okay. I need Pran.
I'll-
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 2 and slide them with wins for Prin.
Okay. The Durgar is like, for fuck's sake, pulled out 2 more gold. Probably doesn't have that much, but he has to do it because it's a drought. Okay. So I need Kismet, Pran, Schechter to roll a d20 and add your Constitution modifier, not your saving throw modifier. So it'd be 2 rolls. It'd be like the first half of the ale and the second half.
My Constitution.
Side note, I don't think I split the coin we received last time.
Okay.
So I'll do
calculate
that
and-
while you guys are.
Let me know what you guys got.
Funny.
Not 15. My Constitution sucks. Can we do Dex?
If someone's
do
throwing a beer at you,
The fastest.
yeah, that's someone
I'm-
throwing a beer, not you drinking one.
Was like knocking them down.
What you get, Schechter?
First one was not great. Freaking 9.
Okay, that's what Bria got as well. So you guys all cling together, and Kismet, as soon as she clings, she goes straight to like the lip of it and starts just pouring it up. Prin kind of behind her, but the angle is going a little bit slower. Bria starts laughing, Schechter, and then you start laughing, and so you kind of have to like cough, swallow everything, and then we'll finish the rest of it. Everyone roll again, same thing.
Natural 20.
Oh
God
no!
damn it.
Hold on. Can I use my lucky on this? I'm using it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a long rest. It's fine, hopefully. Okay. That was worse. One more. Okay, hold on. That was the same thing.
Oh.
Can I sleight of hand? Can I sleight of hand? Oh no, she's too far.
I know.
What's
I
the
looked
range?
at some
No, guidance
Okay.
is different because this is just a skill check, right?
Yeah.
Because bless is far away, but it is not a skill check.
things, and guidance is touch.
And I'll as she's
You should inspire.
before she downs it, like before the next pull,
Yeah,
I'll like whisper in the air and it's like, come on, Prin, we got money on you. I'll say it in Elvish.
Put that pressure on me.
Yeah, does she get advantage because we've
Well, make a. Who'd you bet on, friend?
I bet on Prin.
Oh.
Yeah.
No offense, Kismet. I
Uh-huh.
just know Prin.
we just don't know her,
that's
yeah.
fair, fair.
Kismet
Uh,
won't
Yeah,
get
does-
it.
yeah, does Prin get advantage because now she knows that her party has put money on her?
I feel like I have a reputation for losing drinking
more
competitions
like-
at this point.
Sure, friend. You can get one more roll.
Ooh, okay, 18.
All
I
right.
got a 16.
Schechter, what'd you get?
12.
Dude,
Yeah, no.
Bria rolled really well, but it doesn't matter. She got 19. Kismet just turns the ale vertical and it just kind of sets it down back on the table and just puts her hands up. She wins, followed by Bria, followed by Prin, and then Schechter. You just were laughing too hard. You couldn't catch your breath. It's like coughing when you swallow your spit and it just goes down the wrong way. You just couldn't get it back. But yes, Kismet, you are the winner, and the Durgar actually kind of looks forward to you. Just pay up, drow.
And I'll speak in Undercommon. It's on the fucking table. Pick it up.
Woo!
I'll,
Kismet's just like, who wants to go for round 2?
I'll shake Kismet's hand and be like, rightfully deserved. You won. Good job.
Now
But
throw
we'll take votes
darts.
on that round 2.
Okay.
Three
Yeah,
of them
I
darts.
shake your hand and I'm just like, when you're ready, tell me.
Right now.
I'm
Right.
in
Right
it.
now, let's do it.
I'm in it just to be a participant at this point. Like I'm definitely trying, but I'm not. I'm trying to get drunk. Drunk is the winning the
Yeah.
game at this point.
I mean, that's Corinne's ultimate goal too, is just get flat out wasted because she's gone through a lot of shit lately
I'll
physically. So she's like drinking. Is my
I'll nudge Alatri. And I'll just say, come on, let's just do the one.
Okay. Lather, you're gonna partake.
All right. And then I do want to talk to you about something before we go to bed tonight.
Okay.
But what the hell? Let's go.
If you guys kind of just say fuck it and get up off the bench, you all meet towards each other. It's been a long time for all you guys being together, and it's just kind of nice, even Kismet being part of this newer group. You know, yeah. You refill it, and Sella, as you are passing it back and forth, you kind of looks at you and says, I don't want to like overstep like our relationship, but like, is he cool? Like, is he what you thought he would be?
Oh, okay. So at this point, Sella is. That's a shit question. She thinks back on how she started this journey, hopeful that her and her daughter would find something. It wouldn't be dangerous. We were just going to go find her dad, and the stress of being locked in a ship for a couple weeks and now fighting super scary monsters, and her daughter's been killed once already, like knocked down to 0. And then Schechter, yeah, we found him, but I haven't had time to sit down and talk to him once.
We had like a couple hours, but it wasn't really it wasn't worthwhile for the time gap.
Like it was a, hey, you're alive. Hey, we're alive too. Yeah, this is your daughter's situation. I don't know if he's anything like the person I used to love. I just don't know. And I'm glad Bree is happy, and like also all the stress of being a single mom for so fucking long, and now suddenly she has a group of people she can trust her daughter with, and she can go get high at a crow's nest. Sella just says, I don't know. And then she starts like softly sobbing. Just kind of
What a bad trip.
yeah.
He kind of like waddles over on his knees, like, oh no, it's okay. If you don't know, you should find out. And just kind of like awkwardly pats you on the shoulder.
I'll pat him on his little shoulder too. Thanks, buddy.
Oh no, thank you.
Well,
As
we're
you
not
guys are
sending
just
them
kind of
home.
having this weird trip, you swear you see him like wipe his eyes for no reason. The rest of you down there, your ales are filled. There's froth coming over the sides. As you guys all clink, your eyes shine a little bit. Everyone make a roll d20 plus your Constitution modifier.
Can it be my dex?
Ooh,
Oh.
crash.
Dude, that's crazy. So I rolled a 2, and then I forced the other die to roll onto a 1.
Ooh.
My 2 rolled a 1 on another die because it like shifted the dice tray. That's awful. Oh, and there's a 18 I wasted. Nope. All right, 6.
11.
Lathrey?
15.
What did Kismet get?
15.
18.
Ooh.
You get friend?
I got 17.
Okay, Vector, sorry, what'd you get?
6.
You were dying.
Bria burped loudly and then kind of fucks with you a little bit, Checker. Hits the bottom of your drink, trying to make you spill, and then immediately starts sipping. She got a 20, unnatural.
Damn.
She rolled
Oh.
she starts drinking, sipping. She's kind of eyeballing everyone, kind of looking to the side, trying to get a head start on everyone. It's close between everyone else, but she's a little bit ahead. Everyone roll again.
Meh.
21.
17.
21.
I got a good old 7.
Ooh, 17.
Bria rolled a 1 on this one.
Oh no!
So she kind of looks and she's like, oh fuck. And you can see it just come out of her nose a little bit. She's like,
No!
Oh no.
and she kind of like goes off to the side and she's like, no, no, no. And she just looks a little bit embarrassed and kind of gets out of the way. Alatri actually takes the dub on this one, and she kind
Dang.
of slinks back a little bit before Kismet, and kind of shows the empty ale, no drops, as she turns it over.
Respect.
He used magic. I call bullshit. More drinks.
Witchcraft!
Bard.
Everyone make a Pren, Kismet, Schecter make con saving throws.
Yeah, I felt that coming sooner.
Can I use a minor illusion to make it look like my drink is full, just to get a quick win on this one? Like fuck with everybody. Like, oh, I did it. Look.
Sure. You want to turn it over?
Turn what over? My drink? No, like on the next round of drinks.
Oh,
When they go to get them filled, it's like I fill mine just with a quick little magic so I can make it
I
disappear.
guess it
real
depends
quick.
on what your con save is.
make a sure. Make the con saving throw first, and let me know what you get. We'll see how. drunk you
Hey, rolled a 19, so 23.
Okay, you can cast sleight of hand without drawing too much attention to yourself.
This is a spell I'm used to casting when I'm
Sure.
drunk specifically. This is a drunk casting spell for sure. Like it's what's got me in trouble most of the time. It's being able to cast it with ease that made it so yeah. But anyway,
We had fireworks at the end of the show.
Yeah. Sleight of hand.
am I a sleight of hand?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, dirty 20.
Ooh,
Okay.
passive perception. 20.
Same.
When you see Schecter going over to the barrel, it just looks like he's having trouble turning it. And then he kind of looks at it and then looks cool.
Meets beats.
Huh?
Meets beats? No. I guess that's very
Yeah,
confusing.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I think in this situation, you wouldn't know that he'd be messing with it.
Okay.
It looks like he has trouble
Gotcha,
turning it.
gotcha,
He turns
gotcha.
it back and forth,
Okay.
and then he's just like, "Oh, it's full."
Got it.
Yeah.
KKK.
Sweet.
Nothing amiss.
I rolled a 19 on my save.
A 19. Okay, you're
Minor
good.
illusion.
Bryn got a 9.
No, Bryn!
Bryn,
She's fucked. Yeah.
being so close to everything that's been what you've been wanting to see and everything like that, you are enjoying the booze a little too much.
Oh yeah.
Kind of sneaking in half drinks in between sessions, and you're starting to feel a little bit. You are laughing at all jokes and starting to feel a little bit loose in the legs. We'll do one more as you guys are kind of all getting ready.
I'll like throw a step back. I'm good.
I'm also
leave on a dub. Okay.
I'm also done.
Okay. Kismet, friend, Schecter, Bria.
Keep it going.
I am down.
I keep an eye on everybody just so that I finish a little bit before, just to so that it's not totally obvious, but it's like just a oh kind of.
Yeah, no, Prin's too far gone.
Fran and Kismet, just roll. We'll do one roll. Just roll your d20 plus con. Okay.
Prin got 9 again.
17.
Okay. It's starting to get hard. Your belly's the back to back chugging. Your belly's just starting to get full. You may have to like relieve in a little bit, but Kismet, Fran is just like talking during the competition, like, "Hey, this is really fun," and then starts drinking again. You were able to beat her, but then you look, and then Schecter's already done.
Can I look at him like, and it leaves your mustache pretty wet? Does he look wet?
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
This is weird.
There'd probably be a lot of alcohol there from other beers already.
Oh, you people wipe their face.
Oh, do they?
That's true. Maybe not.
People do, dwarves don't. Might not.
Schecter doesn't.
18.
18, checker, deception check, please. We'll see if she sees it or not.
Natural 1
Oh no.
on the fuck die. I rolled a fuck.
Kismet, in your recent partaking in your healing process, you have seen all kinds of stuff, all kinds of drinking games, all kinds of everything. Something is definitely off. You don't know exactly what it is, but yeah, there should be something. And he kind of like wipes his face real quick and kind of just shrugs that something is off.
I'm just stirring daggers. You know the best part about drinking? It's fun, it's free. To hang out with friends, should I say. And there's no point in lying. Because you're just having fun with friends.
Unless it's fun to lie.
Oh, is it fun to lie, shall do you say?
In games.
In games. So are you saying you're a loser? Because this is a game.
Well, that turned rather quickly. Let's just
I
drink
mean,
and forget the comments. And I go get her another drink.
Bria leans on both you guys and is like, guys, come on. Let's just all get another drink. And she kind of
I am down to drink with you, your father.
Well, like,
Most people feel that way. I'm used to this.
I understand why.
Bryn will like obnoxiously like run into everybody as like trying to join the conversation, like pointing at Bria, like, yes, more drinks.
as you guys are kind of just having a good time, enjoying the drinks. So you're kind of coming to that real peaceful point of like, you went through like sort of not a bad trip, but just a sad trip, I guess, and one you weren't expecting to kind of relive some of that stuff. And the way he kind of asked the question, like, how is he? Is he what you expected? And you said, I don't know. And he said, I really think you should find out. And both you guys got teary-eyed for a little bit, just kind of having a little bit of a moment. He looks at you again and says, you can have the rest if you want. I have plenty. It's no big deal.
I think I'm okay. Stella's gonna start to clean herself up and she's gonna, thanks a lot, friend. I needed that. So really needed that. She's gonna start making her way down to the rest of the party so she can, not be a fuddy-duddy up in the crow's nest all night, because that's no fun. Fun is still important.
Got it. Doctor Bria does appear to be a little bit drunk. You get the sense that she is trying to keep up with the older people. She's obviously half you, but she's starting to look a little bit, little stumble to her. So whatever you'd want to do with that.
I would give her water on the next round. Like, still put a drink in her hand, but be like, no, just drink this one as quick as you can, but it's not a competition, it's now. Just make sure you drink that, and I'll get you another.
She blushes a little bit, and she kind of concedes. And Sally, you can kind of see Scheckler as you kind of lower yourself down the rope ladder. You can see her kind of hand the water. You can see there's a little bit of sway to her. Not bad, nothing concerning yet. But you can tell she is eagerly partaking and wanting to be part of the group. And obviously with the recent meeting of her dad, trying to live to some kind of expectation that she's probably set for herself. But as you kind of lower yourself down the ladder. Alether, did you want to ask Winlar something, or?
Yes. So either like up here, or if we're like eventually making our way to our rooms, making our way, I would just kind of pull her aside and the last few I don't know, battles that we've been in, I feel myself just far more wary. Things seem to be hitting a lot harder than they used to. And so, you know, I've been watching you guys and I think I'd like to be, I don't know, a little maybe harder to hit. I feel like they barely have to try. I mean, I know I change into animals and whatnot, but there are things I'd like to be able to do. You know, we found that staff and things that I can't do when I'm an animal. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and I know we like to collect things, and so I've got kind of a little bit of a collection of teeth, and I was going to kind of make like a breastplate, but you know, growing up and running through the woods, we didn't need that kind of armor, but you wear armor all the time, and I know with your
I'll
military
put my hand
background.
on her shoulder. Do you just want the teeth?
Oh no, I've got teeth. I just, if you could maybe look over, give me a little guidance or just on how to shape it, or you know, I don't have any experience so much with to make it so that like you would know like how armor should fit, and you know where pieces should go, that kind of thing.
In regards to fit, sure, but in regards to making it a Lather, I think the two people you should be talking to are the shorties of the group.
Right.
That was a low blow, my friend.
You're not there. And you're drunk.
I'm still gonna make the pun.
Well, and that's kind of why I was just talking to you. I wasn't gonna do this tonight. I'd probably start working on it tomorrow, but just if I could just get your insight in that, just because you've got way more experience with that. I'll see if Bob will help. He seems very preoccupied right now. And I'll see, you know, if Schechter or like
Yeah.
Prince Real Dexterous can help. I mean, I've made things, you know, the hide armor and things that I came with, I've done. This is far more structured and just that I'm on the right track.
Yeah, I mean, I could, again, to be honest, like I don't make them a lay 3. Yeah, I could put it on, and if it falls apart, it's not good, but
I think Lamar would have some basic idea of the construction / integrity of what armor.
I forgot I was a soldier for.
Thank
brief
you.
seconds.
That's where I'm going. I'm like, I can
Can't
make
say
things,
no, Mike.
but I
You're just
wasn't
like,
a soldier.
I can't make armor, dude.
I can sew, but I don't wear pants. You wear pants. I know.
Teach me how to wear pants.
I will sew them.
That's pretty great.
Okay, so sorry. The drink got to me, clearly.
You can see when Mara kind of snap into what you're saying, like, oh, the light bulb goes off. Like, yes, I think I could help.
Thanks, Sim, because I was just like, dude, I'm not an armorer. Like,
Frustrating.
That's
so
pretty
sorry.
funny. Until you had said you should talk to Schechter or Baba, I kept thinking like, this is a really creative route. I wouldn't have thought of this because that.
see, I still don't like. I'm just like, hey, man. Oh yeah. Sure. Like I could help. We can use, even though you won't wear it, we can compare it to my old breastplate for like a good comparison. Use the straps if needed.
That would be great. Perfect. Thank you.
And I'll drink the rest of my ale because clearly, so sorry, friend. That's really bad.
As you drink it and you take the pull again, your wrist is sore, like a sprain kind of ache.
All right.
Yeah.
With the new symbol on it.
And as you kind of slowly make it fist, kind of knowing how to troubleshoot yourself, you can see there's slight discoloration, not just on the wrist, but around your hand. It hurts to make a fist.
Do I see this?
It's just a quick little thing she's kind of doing to herself. You can see her kind of opening and closing her hand a little bit, kind of shakes it off.
Are you okay? Did you get hurt when we were down there?
Yeah, I must have sprained it while you guys were up top. It's fine.
I mean, I can help.
Thanks.
Oh.
No, I got it. No worries.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't get better, just let me know.
Will do. I might actually send a message to Tibbs.
Yeah.
It's
You
been a
take care
while.
of us so much that
No.
we gotta make
Yeah.
sure you're taken care of too.
I really appreciate that. But yeah, do you want to say anything to Tibbs? I was thinking about sending her a message.
Oh,
All of us are
goodness.
here together and it just feels a little strange without her.
It's so weird. It's so
I mean,
weird.
Kismet's cool. Kismet's cool.
Yeah,
Right.
she is.
I-
But it is hard. It feels like there's a piece missing. I mean, I guess let her know that things are okay. I know that's not really the truth, but I feel like she was always so concerned for all of us. I don't want to worry her. That's not going to do anything. It's not going to help, you know. I don't want her distracted. I'd really rather just know kind of how she is.
Well, I mean, same. Let me just dial to hell.
Beep, 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 beep.
Let's see. What is the
Extension 9 or no, extension 8.
your call
Sure.
I believe it is dialed. What is the one way this doesn't work? If it's on a different plane,
I think we have to roll. There's like a
There's like-
If the target is on a different plane than you, then there is a 5% chance the message doesn't arrive.
Oh, that's not bad. Only 5%.
So
I tried
I
to call,
would roll. You roll, me roll. You roll.
you tried to call internationally
Yeah.
and it was
Weird
different,
about
right?
Calling star 666.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what's the phone number for hell? It'd probably be 666.
He's got one of those weird ones. It's like
666.
34-6-300.
Yeah, it would be a weird area code. You're right.
And it looks
Probably
like
a
a social
weird
security
code.
number
It's
and not a
up.
phone number. Yeah. Do you dial one first? I don't know.
Depends if it's
There are
Canadian
different
or
levels
not.
of hell, so maybe there'd be all kinds of different area codes. A different
Oh,
area
that's the
code for
extension, right?
people of hell.
It's a whole different
Yeah,
plane of
extension
existence. So,
okay, what do you want to say?
Hey Tibbs, it's me, Win. Miss you. We all do. Just wondering how you're doing. Hoping you're good and alive. Okay. Then
Okay. As you kind of focus and breathe, the very light rocking of the lost scale being attached to the warship, kind of rocking everything, you kind of focus and you think of your friend, you think of the last time you saw her, you think of the 8th layer, everything about Kania, and you send this message out as it leaves your lips. And a couple of moments go by. And you hear a familiar voice.
Can't really respond right now. I'm kind of in a fight in the abyss. I miss you. I miss all of you. Promise I'll message later. Just know that I'm alive and you're always in my thoughts.
the abyss.
What?
The fuck? Shit.
What? Sorry.
That's not where
did
you
you
left
hear
her.
anything?
no, that's not. That's
Did you
pretty
respond?
crazy.
She did respond. She can't talk at the moment. She's, and I'll air quote, kind of fighting in the abyss.
What?
Do you tell
Yeah.
all
She missed
this?
us.
At this,
Do you tell
We're
all
we
this?
left her in
or you just-
Kania.
We're off to the side,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the earring.
but no.
You're drunk.
Okay,
It's not,
I
that's
like-
fine.
it's not like
Okay.
yeah, it's not like an open channel. It's like if I like a touch, like, hey guys, here I am, over. But like, it's not like an open, like I always hear.
Walkie-talkie, you have to hit the button.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just hoping that you were, but it's totally cool.
Yeah.
No, because I literally was. I mean, I was gonna talk to her anyway. Just so happens that, or I was gonna try to send a message to her anyway. Just so happens, Alethi's just like, oh hey, like, what's up with your wrist? Hey, here's a distraction, ascending.
Yeah.
So
The
So, yeah.
Abyss? We left her in Kania. What?
I don't know. That's what doesn't make any fucking sense.
Huh.
But she misses us too. She thinks about us.
I mean, at least she's alive.
Yeah, she is alive, but I don't know what they're doing in the abyss. So that's
Just
interesting.
more things to add to not knowing why or how or
So many
much.
questions.
many.
Is there a stone in the abyss or no? We just don't know. So orb was created.
We knew there was one in I can picture it, but I can't think of the word where we were where my tribe was.
Shadowfell.
And there's one in the material plane. And I'm trying to think of where
I mean, the other one was in hell, but is hell in the material plane? Or is that a different plane?
It's a different. It's off the material plane. Yes.
Off of the material
Yeah.
plane.
The Nine Hells is not part of the material plane.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Am I right? I remember there was one in the Shadowfell. Thank you.
Was it?
That we didn't. Yeah, we didn't have a chance to get it. We had to piece out quick.
I think you talked to someone who was dead,
Yeah.
and they said when you were there that yes, there was
Oh,
one in
fuck.
Shadowfell.
The dead wizard. Soma, Nos, and Soke. It's okay. But okay, so not in the abyssal. So I don't know what she's doing there. But
Huh.
all right, you all keep I'll like walk over and meander. It's like, hey everyone, keep drinking, have a good time. Tibbles is in the abyssal plane and she's alive. I don't know why she's there, but whatever.
Who's Tibbles?
Friend's like super drunk, like, I hope she's having a good time. That sounds fun. I hope
So
she's
much
in her best
fun.
life.
Can you have a good time in the abyssal?
I don't
Can't
know.
tell.
I
I
could.
don't know. We left her in hell, so
Why'd you leave her in hell? You sound like terrible friends.
it's a really long story.
That she
It was her choice.
got.
I have
Okay.
very long ears, and I would love to hear.
Like
I'll like touch your ears, like.
And like,
Oh wow.
like 12:45, so they're like that sleepy, goofy drunk.
Ah.
It's
Kinda like,
probably
I'm
close
about
to-
like I'm about to pass out. Yeah. All I have to do is lay down and out.
Okay.
Yeah, but she misses us and she's thinking about us every day. So, and good night, friend.
That's sweet. I'll be like, that's sweet, and I'm like, fall asleep.
And then I will go to bed.
Kind of keep making fists and releasing, making fists and releasing, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to evaluate yourself. Anyone else want to do anything before you go?
I make
Yeah,
sure
that's
that
nice.
Bria gets to bed. I see, like, if I try to put one more drink in her, maybe after a couple glasses of water, see how she is, and then probably teeter off to bed as the bar closes.
As you kind of get her 4 or 5 glasses of water, you can tell she's doing a little bit better. And as you give her that last drink, you can see Sella kind of just grinning just slightly, kind of walk up from behind you guys.
So how are you? Where'd you go?
Up to see Kuno for a little bit. kind of wipes her eyes again just to be double sure everything's cleaned off.
You give me a hard time about drinking, and you go hang out with that kid. I hope you feel better. Drink.
She looks at Bria like real fast to make sure she is in fact not dying. And she's like, yeah, why not? Instruments?
Sure. Yes.
All right. So I'll grab a drink and then she'll prop herself on top of a barrel and pull out her lute. No, she has a lyre. It's a very pretty elven lyre. Okay, man.
This should be fun. How many people are left, like in the what I assume would be tavern, or are we hanging out on the ship?
Yeah, it's kind of the top of the deck. There is like a tavern vibe. There are a couple of chairs, a couple of small tables, benches and whatnot. Shinrir looks like he is there to kind of close down the deck, if you will. He's leaning on the barrel and just kind of leans over. He's got just big, massive hands and just leans over and pours another ale and just looks like he's just enjoying the company and just something different from the kind of the redundancy of the sea. So he's just kind of watching you guys as you all pull out your instruments.
Shinrir is the Duergar?
Hermes is Duergar. He's also off to the right. Looks like he's kind of making a little tower out of his gold, just kind of smirking to himself, looking very pleased.
What is Shinrir? Where is Shinrir from?
He
I'm having a hard time
is,
picturing.
yeah, when you guys were leaving Leskin, he's the guy that was like, hey guys, come this way. He's just this massive man with kind of long brown hair pulled up in a bun, big forearms, hairy, just this big old dude.
What kind of music do you like, sir?
He kind of smiles and thinks for a second and says, all kinds. Whatever suits you.
Did you have any favorites back home?
Dubstep.
Sorry.
My father used to play with my uncle, actually, and they played a ballad that was sad but happy. It was about the mountains that they lived and the places that they were from, and it always made me think of home. So anything like that would be most welcomed.
Okay. So as Selen and I are playing a tune, I want to like use some like minor illusion, prestidigitation-ness to kind of make a scene around us that like would remind him of like mountain homes and like, you know, sunsets on the mountains and by the river and all this kind of stuff. Go ahead. You're the singer.
Oh, no. No, now I'm too embarrassed.
That's okay.
I'm pretty sure we've all heard the Lord of the Rings song, Far Over the Misty Mountains, the dwarf one.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
record
kind of
that.
pictured in my head. Okay. So you kind of start singing this kind of low, kind of somber tune, but the more the song goes through, the happier everything gets. And Bria slowly kind of observes for the first minute and a half, and she just provides kind of a low, kind of bass rhythm strum that complements you, Schecter, and the low song of Sela. Not doing too much, just kind of listening and chiming in here and there, which should stop for a little bit, just kind of finding her place in the song and how everything works. But Shinra kind of leans back, and even Hermes, the little angry Duergar, seems like he's kind of caught his attention a little bit.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
It actually kind of plays into what Kismet was gonna do anyway. So Kismet usually being pretty loud and loving to drink. Once everybody kind of settles down, she kind of quiets down herself and actually grabs a water instead of a beer. And as you guys start that song, she's sitting there and you can kind of see her shoulders start to slouch, especially as it's sad at first and as the visions are starting to play of the mountains. And she doesn't say anything. You don't hear anything, but she's trying. She's like, the breathing is kind of increasing and she's fighting back tears.
Oh no.
Anybody that's near her, like I think Prin, you passed out on the table, so you're sitting next to me as I'm doing that. I don't, yeah. You probably don't hear me, but who knows? In your drunken stupor. And 1 second, I just kind of start to whisper, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Oh no.
Father. Valerie, just I promise I'll find you. Evanes, I promise I will avenge you. I miss you all so much. I'm so confused right now. What am I doing?
Hear Bria stop playing and she's just kind of watching you now, Kismet.
Just kind of sitting there quietly, and I just shaking my head. I'm like, it's an internal fight now of like, I should be doing better. I should be finding them, but I'm so lost and I'm at a dead end. And I have finally found something, but I don't know what to do with it. Just hearing that man's name spoken by some kind of hag, just wanting to know where all this connects, essentially. You can just see me like talking, essentially. I'm motioning more to myself.
Yeah. Schecter begins to strum just very lightly and just hitting very soft chords as they both kind of heard you a little bit, but are still kind of singing this almost comforting, sad but comforting tune.
I'm just gonna keep listening and try to control my tears.
The rest of the group, Shinrir and Hernus, as you guys kind of slowly finish and kind of the chords and the soft hum of Schecter kind of harmonizing with Sella's voice, kind of slowly finish the song. Shinrir comes to you both and kind of pats you on the back and says, thank you. That brought back many things for me, and I appreciate you.
Thank you, my fine sir. That is the greatest tip a bard can receive.
He kind of nods and smiles. You can see a strange flash to his eyes, Schecter, and then he walks below deck.
I'm gonna let my attention go to Kismet. Like, just gonna kind of sit down quietly next to her. Don't say anything, just like put a hand on her back. Or on their back.
They, yeah.
Okay. And put her hand there and just like, yeah, there's a human, there's a person here if you need them. You don't have to acknowledge me. You can just keep crying, but I'm here.
Probably just gonna sit there quietly, acknowledge your presence, like give you a nod, and just kind of sitting there for a little bit. Wipe my eye, look at you. Thank you. And good night. I need some sleep.
Yes, I understand. Me as well.
Good night.
Good night.
Then I'll get up and go to my room.
Virgo kind of makes her way. Prin kind of snorts for a second, rolls over, and then continues sleeping very quietly. Kind of on the side. Schechter and Scylla. Bria kind of stands up and yawns and says, was a good night. I'll definitely never forget, but I think I'm close to the spinnies and I think I need to go to bed. So I will see you both on the morrow.
Give her a hug around her shoulders and yes, dear. Have a good night.
Makes her way towards the stairs down to the deck below. Moon kind of creeping through the clouds above, the slow rocking of the sea, quiet wind around you both. It's just you two, small little ambers kind of burning out of the fires.
Are we like being towed by the ice giant ship or something?
Kind
Or-
of. So yeah, the ship. Oh god. If the ship is like this, you guys are like kind of stuck on the side like that. It's just
Okay,
kind of
that's what I was thinking. Like there's still
carried like a rugby ball kind of thing.
I kind of looked at like ship sizes a little while ago, and it's like a pirate ship, kind of like what we're on.
Yes.
Compared to a cruise liner is kind of hilarious. But that is basically the ratio. It's like, you know, on the Titanic, they had those dinghies, or even on Pirates of the Caribbean, they have those dinghies on the side. We are the dinghy.
we're the top.
Yeah.
We're a dinghy because the giants can't even get on this thing.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? I never thought I'd be on a storm giant ship, or fancy that I'd meet you here. Come to think of it, well, no, we didn't meet on the storm giant ship. I'm drunk.
I know. It's all right, Chapter. I'm gonna go down to bed.
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
She'll give you kind of a sad back look and yeah, just continue down.
Becker, as you kind of feel this this pool that you can't really put a place on. Lenara, was there something else you want to do before bed?
Yes.
All right.
Ritual cast commune.
After her, I'd like to do something too, please.
And we will take a break soon, so don't worry.
Simon's giving me the weird eyes.
Yeah,
Like, hide
Simon?
behind
a couple more minutes and we'll take a break.
I
Makes
didn't
me
hear
suspicious that he like
chilling on the top of your couch.
Do
So
you have that?
I might have a thing too. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Do you have a 5th level left?
It's a ritual cast.
Yeah, but do you have?
Yes, but I mean, even ritual casting doesn't use up a spell slot.
Okay, so you take the 10 minutes to focus, incense, all that good stuff.
Incense, font of holy water, or vial. That's fine. I'll use a font.
Okay.
Bunch of incense. Just for funsies, like, you know, just set them all around and Naruto, like, light them all up.
You contact your deity and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or a no.
Does it have to be a yes or no question? Okay. Sonic Strapple. Can you cure this curse laid upon me by the Spider Queen? Backtrack. Is it a curse?
Kind of focus on your deity and the black sands and everything you've seen before. You open your eyes again and you're standing about knee deep in the water, and you look back and you see the black sands and the hills kind of rolling behind you. Small trees kind of scattered about. You look back again and you can see a very, very familiar humanoid man. His eyes kind of wrapped in a thin white cloth.
Utah.
go. The what has been placed upon you is indeed, yes, a curse.
Can I remove it? Can I lift the curse?
I'm afraid not, child.
Is there something I can do to stop its growth, its spread?
Puts his hand on your shoulder, leans towards you with a strange kind of wrapping around the eyes. But very sad in his voice. Yes. Kind of open your eyes again. Kind of standing in this room, slow rocking the shake back and forth.
Okay.
You kind of squeeze your wrist again, and it hurts.
Can I do any religion? Well, I don't know what it would be, religion, arcana, or medicine, to just relieve it. Like just, take some aspirin to relieve the fracture. Know what I mean?
Make medicine check.
13.
Right now, there's not enough to really deduce what you need to do. You might need to wait 12 hours, 8 hours to reassess.
I will go to bed.
Lay 3 and then checker.
Okay. I will go to my room. I do want to get out what I plan on using to make the breastplate, just so I can get them organized. I'm not going to start that though. I'm also going to get out the stuff that we found that Baba identified. And I'm kind of warring with myself. There's 2 things I want to do, and I'm not sure like in what order. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to spend a little bit of time and attune to the staff. And while I sit quietly with it, I just want to think about Na, because she had mentioned something kind of cryptic, but it sounded like maybe this staff is what she was alluding to. And then when I'm attuned, I'm going to go ahead and scry on her. I know I just like talked to her water or whatever. I know it's only been like a day or whatever, but still. Yeah.
Just begin to close your eyes and inhale and exhale the small leaves of the tree, the little bonsai tree on top of the staff begin to move. And you hear her voice. Listen to the wind chime. And you begin to focus from it. You almost feel like the moonlight is chasing you across the sea, across the shoreline, and you can see Na standing alone, even now looking older than you remember her. It looks like she's more hunched over, and she looks like she's just staring out into the sky. With your eyes look very glossy. Can't tell exactly what she's looking at, but she does look sad in a way, and it's hard to place.
I guess if that's all I get, I know she can't hear me, but I'll just say out as I'm scrying, like, is this what you were talking about? Is this what you meant? I'm doing everything I can.
The trees of your home kind of move behind her a little bit. She turns her head slightly. And you see a small smile creep across her face. And as she begins to nod, the scribe removes. Chapter. You have one thing you want to do, and then you guys will have your rest, I promise. Then we'll take a break.
I actually also want to describe.
Okay.
I specifically want to compare. I know I'm a little drunk, but crap. No, it's like nighttime, right? It's not sunset or something, or it's like night.
It's like dark 30 right now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I want to try and compare the stars that I can see to hopefully the stars that are around my brother. I scryed on him this morning, I'm pretty sure, or earlier today or something. So I want to try and track his progress, kind of thing, see how much further along he is. But compare stars, try and get some sort of alignment, if that's possible.
Yeah, I will say the scry works like a roughly direct point on the person. I like to give perception rolls for fun. If you're trying to look at the night, it'd probably be a disadvantage and a hard roll. But if you want to try, that's totally fine.
I'm okay with it. That doesn't sound unreasonable to me.
Okay. So you looking at the stars and you just think of what Salvation could be doing right now. Is he close? Is he far? Is he in danger? Is he safe? And you begin to focus.
And
You can't reach him.
I can't reach him.
The scry is resisted. Doesn't fail, it's resisted.
Okay. Good to know. I guess this is new knowledge. New information is information. Thank you. You stole my pen.
As one does.
As you guys all eventually make your way down to your beds, finding rest. Kismet. As you begin to drift off to sleep, your breathing steadying, slowing, till it changes. And you hear yourself breathing heavy, like you've been running, and you're exhausted. And you're wandering through a dense forest, lightly frosted in a thin layer of soft snow. You see a structure ahead, still tangled in the green vine of the surrounding area. You can hear a strange but familiar deep voice that booms from beyond the tree line. Fate. You're laughing with your mother and father, Vivian and Lucen. The symbol of Melora shining as it hangs around his neck. Raillery and jest are arguing about the last slice of dessert. And your beautiful sister is saying her goodbyes before she sets out on her vision quest westward. And the man of the monastery sitting at the table, handsome, half wood elf face smiling, the other cast in dark shadow. You look around again and your parents are nowhere to be seen. The place is in disarray. The arguing outside is silence and the twins are gone. As you sprint toward the temple your father built with his own two hands, you hear loud crunching. You hear liquid pouring on the stone. You hear flesh tearing. You hear the voice again. Big. Your sister has her hand outstretched toward you. She's trying to speak, but the words are gurgled by the blood pouring from her throat. And a creature of pure terror and darkness drops the young paladin. And as you charge forward, you hear the voice again. We are all beasts. And the
What was that last part?
Oh, you're fine. You hear the voice again as she drops, as the figure drops to your sister. We are all beasts, and only delusion prevents you from seeing the truth. You see the smiling man's face cast in shadow once more as you blink back into consciousness as you awake. We'll take a little break right there.
Whoa.
Damn.
You said I woke up.
Yeah, that was your dream, and you woke up from.
Was that Was the
That-
smiling man that you saw at the end, was it the half-wit elf?
Yes. Let's meet back up at 7, if that's cool. So hunger break, but feed animals, feed yourselves, go to the bathroom. Okay. So, as the Legion has returned back to the Lost Gale, giving the dragon turtle egg to the host frost giants, you guys had all taken rest. Some of you are having better sleep than most, but not had a long rest nonetheless. And you all slowly begin to awaken. Kismet, friend, Schechter, Rhea have pretty bad headaches, and Sella is just very thirsty, a little bit hungry.
Prin, you're muted if you were saying something.
I'm sorry, Ben was asking a question. What was your thing to me? I know we woke up with headaches.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, a couple of you guys have headaches. You guys all begin to stir, begin to slowly make your way up, back towards the deck. As Shinrin looks like he just has some kind of fried fish, and that's it. Doesn't look like he really has anything else.
I will offer a good berry to everyone. A single one as
Oh.
I look at
Good morning, good berry.
Gnu.
Thank you.
Yes.
Pop a vitamin.
And with everyone close, I'll go ahead and ritual cast water breathing again on everyone and I. Anyone who looks like they might go overboard. Keanu, because I don't even like to watch him walk around the deck because I'm just like nervous. He's just gonna right over the edge. So
Is Baba with us?
Yeah, Bobby makes his way up. He kind of waves off a good berry. Looks like he's more interested in the fish. For everyone that does have a good berry, it's like drinking a protein shake in a gulp. It's surprisingly hard to swallow. It is good and filling, but it is like drinking a small little ball of concrete. Like it is a small little ball that you eat that is just extremely filling. It's just like chugging a protein shake. Like you're good. You have no interest in any other food. You're good for the day.
Kismet,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Kismet's probably like the last, if not one of the last people down, and just very pale looking. Not good. You probably associate it to the beer, but other shit.
Hard to see the discoloration in fur bulbs, but you can see in where some of the skin is showing, it is a little bit lighter. Her eyes look a little bit more tired, a little darkened underneath.
You look like crap.
They're like,
did you not sleep well?
no.
Eat a good berry if you haven't already.
Thank you.
That should help. Is
Hmm.
it the ship or?
I mean, I did drink a lot. Bad dreams. A lot of stuff. It's all good. It's all good. How was your guys' naps? You sleep well?
Like a
Yeah.
rock.
I believe you slept like a rock, friend. You were passed out on that table.
Oh yeah, good times. Really good times. Sorry, I'm gonna pill stealing. He's just sitting there sneezing and sneezing.
Oh,
He's gotta have something. Sorry.
Looking down at your arm, there was a small welt along the wrist bone.
Good. Can I do a medicine check?
It looks
again?
like about the size of a marble.
Oh, gross.
do I see when Laura looking at that, or do I see it?
Yeah.
Everything okay with you?
It is. I have my arm wrap on this one, on this hand. It just so happens.
So I'd say no. I'd say you could see when Lara kind of rolling her wrist a little bit, but no indication of any kind of swelling or anything like that.
Wrist hurt?
Not really. I'm gonna go look over there now. I'll walk away.
If I heard that, I will notice it, and knowing when Lara, I will say nothing.
Can I make another medicine check?
Yes.
Okay. Can I give
She will
myself
come-
guidance? Because it clearly didn't work by myself last time.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
She will come to me if she wants to.
A natty 20. Real dirty. Dirty is 20.
Okay. Filthy 20.
Literally a 6 and a 4. Plus 10.
Oh, okay. Got it. I was like, how did you? Okay. As you begin kind of pressing and squeezing, there is immense pressure on the welt. And you get the sense that you either need to cut it and just let it drain, or possibly heat. But that's the immediate things you think as a cleric.
How about both? Can I know it's not real flame, but can I sacred flame like a dagger or something to like sear? Poke, sear. It's radiant damage, and the sun is radiant. If not, it's fine. I can ask someone that has fire,
Ask,
but she's
ask anybody who's gotten a sunburn. That stuff's hot.
That stuff is hot.
I would say it's flame-like radiance. It's not actual heat
Okay,
in this situation.
gotcha. I will take Nightmare's Bane and just.
Allow.
It's really awkward because it's real far, but I'll just pierce it.
Okay. As you press into it or you cut it?
I'll lance it. Yeah, cut to lance.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you cut into it, you see like small little liquid begin to pour out, but it's not liquid.
I fucking knew it.
It's just tiny, just hundreds and hundreds of tiny little spiders that just begin to drip off you like liquid.
That really did give me goosebumps in the worst way.
I have left the chat. No, that is the worst thing you could possibly. No, I'm done. God,
It's like the whole group.
so much for sleeping tonight. Oh my fuck.
There is a small moment of like, this isn't real. And then you stand up off the bed and begin squeezing and more.
Oh no,
things.
I'm like, we're all like at breakfast.
I thought you
So-
went down.
Well, I just went away.
Yeah, I thought you went downstairs.
Oh, actually, that'd be smarter.
Yeah.
That's something she probably didn't.
So you begin squeezing and pulling it out, and it just pours out over and over again. You can see all these little things just crawling over your bed, crawling behind your bed.
Is Baba in his room?
You go check.
Yeah. I bust through the door. I don't even knock.
Make strength check. Just for fun. Athletics. Sorry.
I apologize for Nick. He does have like an uncontrollable deep fear of insects. He's
11.
terrified right now.
Okay.
That's
You
like
kick it open, and
worst.
Baba is, looks like he has these small black little spheres
Mhm.
that he's starting to put in this little line of string. And he turns around, he has his massive goggles on, make his goblin eyes even bigger. And it's like, Baba is busy.
And I was
What
like-
do you need?
I need fire now.
Fill it with fire, all the fire.
Baba is grossed out, and he grabs so little pieces of flint rock, begins scratching it, lights his piece of paper and begins burning around, burns off all the tiny little hairs on your arm, all these little spiders. It hurts, but also feels good just seeing them all kind of curl into each other, all falling all over the ground. It is pretty crazy the amount that was in there, but he was able to burn away the ones, and eventually just gives the string to you, just hands it to you. It's a small little, just burning very slowly.
The string?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is all my fault. I remember now. And he walks away as I was about to say something.
No, he's just letting Mango out.
I showed Paul a video that I had made recently for like D&D sounds and stuff, and I forgot the description that my business partner put in there. Expressed my fear of insects, so he might have known, maybe not. I don't know, but I just realized that I probably did that to myself. If whatever.
Worked out perfectly, I think.
We once had a huge spider in the mailbox, and I took a picture and sent it to Dom because he wasn't home yet. And his response was, "Burn the house down." I was like, "You're gonna take care of this, right?" It's like, burn the whole place to the ground.
We collected.
I guess we're never getting our mail ever again. So
No, make the mailman deal with that the next day.
Oh, poor guy.
The other day, there was a spider on my bed that Stanley like alerted me to.
Why are we just sharing spiders?
So
now?
it was all just like, and I was like, and I was like, ah! I was like, good boy, Stanley, good boy. Yeah.
Baba kind of pulls the goggles down and kind of hanging around his neck. Baba wants to know, what did you do?
Wasn't he there? No, he was also gone that day. Fucking Chris.
Baba's been busy
Baba is busy.
working on something
Um,
and very
was he
antisocial.
with us he was completely not on the warship with us, or the storm giant ship, right? No, he was.
He was making the
Yeah,
thing
okay.
for the
So,
for the egg.
Like he was there for the needed things, and then he left.
Okay. So we might be fighting a goddess called Lolth. She is, the goddess of spiders, the Underdark, that kind of thing. And she kind of cursed me. I died yesterday, actually. So
Baba doesn't think that's funny.
I mean, you've been busy, Baba.
Baba's doing stuff for the group.
Well, yeah, like helping me, and I'm fucking telling you what's going on. Thank you, by the way. And do you have extra tweezers? And I'll just kind of like go through and like make sure I pick out.
Baba kind of like takes your wrist gently and kind of pushes the tweezers in and opens up the bubble on your wrist and just begins pulling out these small little white circles that just appear like kind of scarred from flame.
Got it. Should I close it up, or do I have a feeling it's just gonna reform and do it again?
You have no idea, but
Cool.
it's up to you if you want to close it up.
Uh,
It's an open wound, probably about the size of your pinky nail.
Honestly, that's not as big as I thought it was. I thought it was like thumbnail. But yeah, anyway, I'll put 2 sutures in.
Baba thinks you should tell the group.
About what? They already knew that. What, this? No, it's fine. It's fine. I can move my wrist. Is it better?
The pain is way less,
Mhm.
but it still hurts to make a fist, but it is much subsided.
If it comes back again, I will. But thank you for the flame. I have an unfortunate feeling that this may happen again. But anyway, let's go save some children. You need help with what you're doing?
You can't help Baba.
No,
I'll see you upstairs.
okay. And I'll go get dressed and wear the full garb and then head up.
Okay. Everyone is back upstairs, or top deck, however you want to call it. Some of you nursing hangovers, some of you nursing otherwise, or red eyes. It's about 2.5 more days to go before you guys get there. So we can go in order. Everyone can do something they want to do, or we can get there. It's kind of up to the group. Is there anything you guys want to work on? Any conversations you want to bring up, questions you want to ask? Now's the time.
I have a question. It regards the item I picked up in the dragon turtle cave. I thought it was a ring of telepathy, but that's not correct. Because apparently there's no such thing as a ring of telepathy. So now
Was
I'm-
it a ring of the ram? Isn't that what we got?
That sounds actually right. Yeah.
we did get
Yep.
a
We
ring of,
didn't write anything.
but it was the one that I got before combat started.
Oh, let's see. I wrote it down.
Thank you. I don't-
Ram's head, 1 brown ring, but it says 3 charges, Ram's head, ring of the ram, officially.
But okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I have.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I think Kismet, I gave you the new staff, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Did you have to attune to it? I don't know.
I do. So I was gonna say at some point I'm going to.
Alethri also has a new staff that she has a tan tail.
On the first day, I would probably just go around to every crew member that I could, getting some inspiration from their hometown or something like that to just write some music, spend the day filling the air with some music, trying to lift everybody's spirits and stuff. I'm kind of just waiting until the Storm Giant Oracle or whatever is kind of okay with me maybe coming to talk to him.
That will be till tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm betting probably tomorrow evening or maybe the third day before we get there is kind of like when I'll anticipate it. But up till then, I'll kind of spend a lot of my time just chatting people up about, where they're from and what the music was like there, and get some inspiration for writing stuff. If I haven't had that conversation with anybody in the group, I probably would too. I have no idea well, no, I do know what druid music is like because your tribe played music at what's his name's wedding. So I don't know if maybe kids
Ragnar.
is just furbolgs. Do furbolgs have a particular kind of style of music or?
I wouldn't know if all folks have a particular style of music. We don't know each other. We don't all know each other.
How
But
about your hometown, wherever you grew up? Did you guys have a local band or anything like that?
I mean, we had many musicians and stuff around the local tavern. I mean, my family was always more of the religious type, the lower musics of the wilderness and of her. Mostly, honestly, prefer the sound of nature. So more natural. But on that, whenever it can, Kismet's got a couple of things she's gonna do.
Yeah, that I'm just saying that's whatever Schecter does in the background. I don't need to talk to everybody.
I'll play darts with Prin. Because I have a feeling she's just got a lot on her mind. Maybe. So, hey, how you feeling, Prin?
Up in her face.
Anxious, maybe?
Oh yeah. So Prin's pretty quiet. Like whenever anyone's not talking to her, she's real quiet. So Trin will say, I mean, I'm doing okay for what I can, just trying to hold it together, but really nervous about what we're gonna find out. And I just hope it's not bad, or at least too bad that we can't fix. I can't fix.
I assume we're like kind of in the mess hall-ish area, and I'll sit down and I'll take out whetstones and it's like for blue bar. If you want to sharpen it.
Oh,
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like it already has stones on
I
it.
already have a stone on it. I don't need this ugly one.
I know.
Just like and I'll it's like, and there really wasn't much, like a lot of bonding, right? Back in back in the war days, right? But I always thought sharpening was always, something nice. Kind of does something to keep your mind off something else, or kind of relaxing. But this sword does cooler shit than I thought.
It's pretty great. Yeah.
But with Blue Blur, didn't what's her nuts enchant it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Wait,
it comes back.
so not a Lathree enchanted it, right? It was I brought it to somebody in.
You brought it to like the lady in the tent.
Right.
I don't remember.
Was it the creepy lady on the beach?
No.
Everybody. Oh, okay.
No.
We narrowly escaped with all of our appendages from her.
Yeah, no, it was this lady that had this fancy tent of magical items back in Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
She had like all this, like she had a ring of, like that's where,
And it was really one of the magic shops. It was just also kind of like a fun house inside.
yeah,
He's got a ring.
I forget her name. But
yeah. Many
Yeah,
rings were bought there.
it is all enchanted now. Fancy.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten
So,
a
like-
good opportunity to. Well, I don't really want a good opportunity to use it, but yeah, it does come back to me, which is super nice.
Yeah, is that all it can do? Just like go back? I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, well, so it does that. Make sure I word it right. Nope, that's Facebook. So they're right next to each other.
I'll just be.
Oh, yeah. So if I say my special word to it, which I won't tell you, yeah, I turn almost invisible, not super invisible, but like blurred, and I'm more like people can't get a good hold on me kind of thing.
Really fucking cool.
Oh yeah. And then for like other people, they have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. So yeah, it's two. But only for like just like that one section. It's not like the whole time. It's just like that one roll or that one round. I'm pretty sure that's how I read it. So that's why I haven't really used it yet, because there hasn't been a good like I need to evade people kind of.
Oh, I mean that's great. It's really cool.
Yeah,
That's
I really like it.
fancy.
She made it really cool. I really want to get another one or a couple. Just have like a whole bunch of them. It'll be really
So,
cool.
Fran, just so you know, it's up to 1 minute. So it's like 10 rounds of combat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know it's my bonus action too, which most of the time I use my bonus action to get away from
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I've been trying to figure out a moment to use that. But sorry.
Oh shit. That's a long ass fucking time.
Yeah. Well, I get them all blurry. Because
You were always elusive, and now more so.
yay. I just like it when Instructor turns invisible. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I really wish I could make myself invisible. That'd be awesome.
There's an item or even something that maybe Baba can make, or
Ooh, I didn't even think about Papa could make something.
yeah, or even maybe the magic shop. Maybe there's another cloak of like a cloak of invisibility, or I don't know. That sounds like, I mean, there's a cloak for everything, right? That just sounds like it could be a thing.
That can be a thing.
A cloak for every occasion.
Monday, Tuesday, invisibility, Thursday, Friday,
Sure, I should look into that. Yeah, right. That would
As
be
you
awesome.
guys are having this conversation, almost in unison now with the sharpening of blade. Kunu, the familiar voice from above, says, land over there. And as you guys kind of all look westward, you can see just a small little black blip, very, very, very far away. Which looks like a black little dome just on the edge of the horizon, very small.
We weren't due to arrive for like another 2 days, right?
Yes.
Will be.
And we haven't been traveling faster than we should.
Traveling pretty fast on the warship, but if it's 2-ish days away and you can see it,
I'm gonna address the group and be like, we need to make sure that doesn't get bigger as we go, faster than we're approaching it.
Yeah, can we see what we think?
I mean, the warship is what's driving us, so I think we should go up.
Yeah,
correct?
but
Yeah.
what if it's a monster chasing us?
Yeah.
What if it's not land and it's a monster?
They would know, right? If they've been in these waters before, right?
It by the sound of it, it is like just being appeared or has just appeared on the horizon.
Yeah, even with
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
wave,
like they would know what's in these waters, right?
yeah, even with the waves, they'll kind of rise above it and then make it disappear, and then rise above it and make it disappear. It's very, very far away. You're just able to make out this little blink of a dot kind of on the edge of the horizon.
I'll yell to Keanu. Are you sure it's land, Keanu?
I'm not sure anymore, to be honest. Carry on.
Okay.
Did it? What do you mean carry on, man? Did it go away?
Not really sure what it is.
How close are we to it, Keanu? Or I guess we could see, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can see it now that you pointed it out.
What do we see? Is it land? Does it look like maybe it's something swimming?
It is literally this black dot on the edge of the horizon, just on the very, very edge of your vision. In clear skies, on a smoothish ocean line, you can barely make it out.
Is it in the right direction for where
Yes.
we're going?
Yes, so the sun is to your back and it is on the opposite side.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bryn's gonna go up to where the ice giants are and see what they know of it. Plus, also if they realize it's there.
Yeah, as you guys kind of look to the left as you're being carried on its right, you can see Aslog and kind of the elder woman. He's just standing at the very front of the ship, just kind of staring, looking at it.
I'll go up and say, do you know what that is? Is that our destination? Because we shouldn't be here.
Kind of looks to you, the long, billowing white hair kind of blows in his face. And he says, the tree wasn't always so. It has grown in size and darkness.
Oh,
We can only take you and yours so close before we hear the voices. From there, you're on your own.
Sorry, you said it grows in shadow.
He was basically like, it wasn't always this big and it wasn't always this like dark, ominous, right? It has grown, from what you gather, it has grown exponentially recently. And they will only take you so close because of fear of the voices, whatever that means.
I'll ask, how close can you get us?
Three 3,000 meters, a mile, no further.
I'll nod and say, I appreciate you doing that for us.
Of course.
When can you hear the voices now or within 1,000 meters?
He looks back towards the small dot. It's like he's listening for something, anything. Shakes his head. Not yet, but soon.
Really? No, I assume I'm definitely not on the warship or talking with Aslog, but I'll ask our group. Do we know what happened to Baba's fancy sword? Did they take it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You mean like the sword of the storm giant like king? He gave it to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he did give it to him.
Yeah.
What are the odds we can politely ask for it back?
I mean, wasn't it too large for any of us to wield?
Yeah.
I know he was. Well, do I know he was trying to make it into a short sword? I thought that was. I know. Okay. All right. Well, sorry, Chris. Okay. That's all.
Can we?
Kismet has a couple things she wanted to do, by the way.
I know. I was like, can we do our things before we get there?
Okay. We'll go Kismet, Schecter, Lathrey, and then whoever else. Try to keep it to like one-ish things so we can, let everyone have a turn.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more than one-ish things, but just kind of off to the side. And it's just small things.
Okay.
Mostly, like she's also kind of a bit standoffish right now. She's really focused. She's been meditating a lot, praying a lot, trying to pray, doing whatever she thinks praying is, kind of talking to herself. A lot of just training. You see her off to the side, like at the front of the ship, especially bright and early in the morning, maybe the next couple days after the wake up the first day, just out in the sun, training, practicing with the new staff, kind of getting the feel for it. She did want to ask the storm giants because she wants to go somewhere super high, and they have a bird's nest, right?
Yes. It is very, very high up.
It is
Cool.
very, very high. She's gonna ask if she's allowed to go up there.
One of the other giants, not Aslog, just kind of looks down at you and looks up again. It's basically like a redwood tree, just as their center mass. And
She's
just like,
climbed many a tree.
it's a long way.
I would love to try.
Okay. There are handholds or kind of notches in the mass, so it's kind of hard and spread out for you, but we'll probably make it a few athletics checks. Okay. 1, 2.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Athletic checks.
Yep.
At least I'm good at that. Plus 8, 13 plus 8, and 20 something.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll that 2 more times as you begin, like, it's like rock climbing, but when you have to make a long leap, you have to kind of like jump aside, catch, and pull yourself up, find a good foothold, and then just keep doing that and like zigzag up.
Sounds fun. Good practice. 24.
Okay, you're still good. You're starting to get tired, but you're getting close to the top and kind of dangerously high.
Yeah. That makes sense to this next one. 19.
Okay. You're barely good. You're able to kind of latch onto the last bit, and there's a hole in the bottom of the crow's nest. It's probably about 30 to 40 feet wide, and you kind of, not the crow's nest, not the hole, and you kind of crawl into the hole. And there is a younger looking female frost giant who's just kind of standing there, arms crossed, standing westward, just unmoving, doesn't appear to react to you being up there.
I'm just gonna lay flat on my back for like a solid 10 minutes, heavy breathing.
Your biceps and your shoulders are on fire. No exhaustion or anything, but it was extremely difficult even for you. That constant pulling yourself up and then raising up, almost like a muscle press over and over and over again for about 200 feet. Yeah, you're pretty tired.
All right. I'm going to acknowledge the frost giant, and if she acknowledges me too, just kind of give her a nod. And I want to perch up somewhere where I can just kind of enjoy the wind and breathe and just sit down, cross my legs, and just meditate for a couple hours. And then after all that said and done, we can go through everybody else, but I want to end on one really cool thing.
Okay. You want me to come back to you?
Sure, yeah. Because it'll be like after a couple of hours of being up there and meditating.
Okay. The lip of the crow's nest is about 10 feet up, so you kind of jump one more time and are barely able to get up. And you kind of like say what's up to the frost giant, and she just kind of looks at you and just looks back, doesn't say anything, just allows you to be there. And you kind of sit on this ledge. It's about 3 feet wide. There's no real risk of you falling off without you kind of lean forward or back, but you are very, very high up. And as you kind of sit there, cross your legs, a strong wind appears, you begin to meditate. Lathree.
Yeah, I have something that I want to work on. So I guess I go find Win and see if she's available to help
Okay.
me. Since we had already kind of talked about it.
When Lara would be just making her way out of her room, kind of has all her gear on, unless you're doing something else.
I chatted with Prin. We're sharpening. Remember? Oh no, she's already gone. Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Okay. She's making her way out of her room back onto the top deck. You see Lathree approaching you.
If you're available, I'd like to go ahead and see if I get the breastplate made with the teeth that I have.
Her, let's lay them out.
Now, would I know, because I have made some stuff, obviously not this, and she's going to help me, but would I know that this is more of like a dexterous thing that I would be doing?
I would say this one would be more intelligence based to kind of figure out what are the important points to solidify, what's easy to keep it loose on you, to have you still free moving so you're not totally bogged down with armor, but kind of intelligent to be like, hey, here's what's important, or history for some people if they have experience in wearing armor, and kind of vital points and stuff like that.
So for me, because I'm making it, it'll be intelligence. Is what I'm.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I've got everything laid out, so I'll bring Win in, and I'm going to cast enhance ability on myself and her. Why not? Well, both of us. And I'll give us Fox's cunning, so we have advantage on intelligence checks. And so I'll kind of show her what I have. Yeah.
So whatever advice or experience you want to bring to this, whatever you think would be important, whatever little details you like to add, that's completely up to you.
Okay, so kind of basing it off of your leather armor, we're going to try to just, I mean, that fits fine. So if anything, we'll just kind of build on top of that, but just make sure all the rivets are kind of, or all the bones and teeth are one of their own. So that way you still have a lot of movement.
Oh, okay. That makes
and
sense.
just knot it there and make sure to burn that end off so it doesn't fray.
All right, both you guys go ahead and roll intelligence with advantage.
Can I guide myself since I am actively attempting this and have prepared for it?
Would it be like a history or?
Yeah, history would work here.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys could guide each other. That's okay.
Sure.
And it's advantage as well.
What is that math? 30.
What?
I got an 18 plus 9 and I got a 4.
I just had my intelligence modifier.
Oh, even better, 31.
Right? Just my
No,
intelligence
if
modifier?
you're yeah, or history. Or
so my intelligence modifier.
yeah.
Yeah, I think for you.
Because I'm not,
That makes more sense.
Intelligence is not my thing.
Yeah,
But I rolled well. So that's and guidance was 3, so 21. I have a +1.
I got a 31 apparently, and not just a 30.
You guys are able to spend the next 3 to 4 hours just really making this as sound, compact, and still free moving as you can, to give a layout that is solid. And then once it is imbued, it will be a very, very proficient armor that a druid will be able to wear.
So imbued as in like magic from Baba.
Baba may lack the resources to make
Okay.
this what he needs to. Still could imbue it with magic, but maybe
Yeah.
not the level that you guys would want.
Okay.
But as it
Um,
is right now, would it just be common, non-magical breastplate?
Correct.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
But it's a functioning breastplate that I eventually maybe could actually like take to somebody and they would
Make it a-
recognize it as armor and could enhance it. Okay.
Good, good,
So
good.
cool.
Yeah. Honestly, it looks good.
You're actually pretty happy with it.
This
And I'll
is so much better than I was thinking. Thank you so much.
I recommend testing it out with Kismet's like training up there. Well, no,
Okay.
now she's gone. She's not there. Why not just like do a little spar with Prin? Non-lethal, of course, but just to see how slippery you are. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll definitely do that. And then at some point, and we don't have to role play it, at some point I would like to, just because if we have time and I can, I would go over to the storm giants, right? They're storm giants. Okay. I would go over to the storm giants and tell one of them an ability that I have. So I can be one, but I never have, and I don't know. So I kind of want to do that. And then they like kind of help me figure out that way. If I ever want to do it in combat, I've like done it before with a storm giant who could show me how.
What are you saying?
And I would cast polymorph on myself and turn myself into a storm giant because it's a challenge rating of 13 and I am level 13, so I can.
Shit.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So
we'll come back
again,
to-
we don't have to like, I just, when
Yeah.
else am I gonna be able to do that? Come on.
Yeah. I'll come back to you on that one.
Okay.
I think it's Vector.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't suspect the Oracle will be ready. They said that it was going to be a couple of days. I don't want to be pushy or anything like that on them. So I'm okay to kind of wait.
Okay.
I did want to ask them if there's any way we could contact them later. Do you guys have we have a conch shell that lets us call a copper dragon. He's kind of a dick, but we don't talk to him. But like, is there any
Magic conch.
Yes,
any
Abby.
version of that you guys are able to do? I know you guys aren't dragons, but like you're very powerful, so I equate that to dragons.
Like a
Both
scent.
of them kind of look back towards each other and then look back to you. That is a good idea, but no, we don't have that.
Baba, are you able to make a sending stone?
Baba's busy.
Beat me to it. That's funny.
Baba is busy. What do you need?
We need to give the storm giant a cell phone. I mean a cell stone.
A shell phone.
Shell phone.
Let's go.
Custom.
Baba will try. Bring Baba shell.
Gizmo.
Shells.
2 shells.
Earring.
I'm shell out of luck right now. I got Kristen.
No, I'm sorry. My cat just rolled a natural 1 on its deck save, and that was the funniest shit I have ever seen. Dom spun something, and instead of like just looking at it, he literally jumped in the air like he was gonna land on it. Totally missed it, like he was drunk, and just lands on the ground. Oh my god, that was so funny. I'm sorry. I am listening, and you are funny too. But
That sounds
he is
way
the
funnier.
worst fail for a cat ever. He's so bad as a cat.
Okay, Schecter, I laughed. I was like,
Thanks. Do we have any shells? I think we only have teeth.
I used to have an eyeball. I fed it.
We've never been to the beach. This is the first time. I mean, yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. What if we I cast plant growth on the bottom of the ocean and have it bring up shells? Like,
Is there a range on that?
it's something like, it's an obnoxious range.
You could also probably ask Alatri. She might be able to do that. Or change into something that go get shell.
I can cast plant growth. It's one of my spells.
If it has, I don't know. That's an interesting idea.
That is an interesting idea. Can you druid craft? You can't druid craft the shell. Anyway,
I could
I'm
turn
not-
into like a giant octopus and like maybe go to the
Go
bottom.
get some.
That'd be amazing. I'd love to see that.
What
Celica.
if there's danger down there?
She'll be a giant octopus.
Oh. Okay.
Then I'll turn into something else and run away, I guess.
Isn't there, don't you have a spell where you can like talk to creatures in the ocean?
No.
No.
You don't have a
Like that
speakable.
Aquaman.
Not prepared.
You know,
I could go as a frost giant because they are amphibious. So if Schecter asked me while I'm a frost giant, I could go.
a storm giant.
Storm giant, thank you.
Sorry.
No, but they are amphibious, so I could swim to the bottom as the go pick up some shells from the bottom as a big old giant. Paul, aren't you glad that you gave us time on a ship?
Yep. 100%. Nothing else was planned. Absolutely not. So, okay. So, trying to think where I need to go with this. Alather, you want to turn into a storm giant?
Yeah, at some point for sure.
Okay. They will take you over to their ship and they begin kind of banging on their drums. Just and one is kind of encircling you, and just kind of looking you up and down over and over, almost like he's just trying to gauge you with his eyes, who you are as a person, how your soul is, everything. They're just kind of staring with you with these glowing eyes. And as they slowly kind of turn around you over and over, 4, 5, 6 times, you are able to transform yourself. Should you want to cast polymorph into a storm giant?
With their blessing, then yes, I will.
Okay. You kind of hear like lightning strike on the side of the ship. And you kind of look down in your hands, you can see this like bluish purple on one and the other, and you can see this long white hair kind of blowing around. I don't know who else is up there, I have no idea. But you are a storm giant on this on the deck.
This was polymorph? Damn.
Kismet, what do you want to do?
So not as cool as I was thinking. Kismet, realizing somehow she's gonna have to get down from there, decides to climb. She stands there and she looks in. She's like, maybe. No, that's dangerous. And decides to climb down. She's gonna climb as far as she feels like she wants to, so maybe about halfway, and then she's like, fuck it, and then just free falls.
Oh, free fall.
Like onto the ship?
Yeah.
Can I catch her?
I have slow fall.
Oh, you have slow fall. Okay.
I
As
mean, you can still try to
you,
catch me. I can be like, yeah.
as you kind of jump off, and then like Pocahontas kind of swan dive off, you eventually cast slow fall when you reach terminal velocity. At 200 feet, you would have taken 62 points of damage, but you take no damage with your slow fall.
Ew. A little adrenaline rush. I just kind of land gracefully, like, it's just a thing I could do, haha. And just kind of dust off my shoulders, look up at the frost giant or storm giant, whatever giant, and be like, hey, and then just walk away.
Just get started. I just kind of scratching their head, trying to figure it out.
If I do see Lathrey as a storm giant, she comes back over to the ship or whatever. Would I recognize her as a storm giant?
I mean, I feel like I would have I'm not like, hey, everyone come. I would have let people know that I was going to try this. Because
Okay.
it's cool. I mean, no obligation on anyone. Like, I'm going to go regardless. But I think I have to stay over there. I don't think I can be on a ship as a storm giant without destroying it.
Yeah, I figured you would you'd walk over to it or something. We see from the ship.
I'm like on the storm giant ship, like.
Cella's just like looking, she's staring in awe. I have to learn this spell.
You see this strange, happier than usual looking storm giant just waving gleefully at you guys. Is there anything else you guys would like to do for them today?
Hey, Lathrey, we need shells. We need a pair of shells.
Like any just any shells?
We need sending stones to be able to contact the storm giants.
Oh, and you want to make them out of shells?
That's what Baba said.
Baba has to have shells.
Okay. Can I jump off the ship and dive down into the water?
Kind of bulk jump off, kind of splash into the water and descend at a rapid rate. I'll say you're able to get a handful of shells. And,
Yeah, because I mean, I'll get
let's
some
see.
for that, but I'm like Lara, and we are hoarders, and heck yeah, I'll grab some shells for me too. Just to have, why not?
Roll 2d10. Let me know what you get.
$13.
Okay. You're able to find about 13, an assortment of 13 different shells, ranging from the size of a softball to the size of a quarter. I can give you the breakdown later, but for this full descent, it takes you about 4.5 hours to get all the way down to the ocean floor and then ascend all the way back up. You guys are pretty far above the ocean floor, so okay. We'll say you guys rest.
Bella's got a thing.
What's up?
I have a thing.
Oh, so yeah.
I guess first out of character, do you plan on having Bria go through the whole adventure with us?
What do you mean the whole adventure?
Well, like the whole time I'm here, does Bria have to be with us? Because I kind of want to send her where she's not going to die.
A little late for that. Well,
No.
that's not entirely true.
I can cast and send her home.
Stella would know that Bria would want to be a part of this as best she could. If she was really pushed otherwise, it's possible, but she gets a stubbornness that is a little bit from you and a little bit from Checker. So
Okay, all right, then I'm not going to tempt my thing. Like, I was gonna try
Okay.
to not die.
Not come on this where she might die. Well, that's the risk.
That's the risk. All right, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do, but since that's the case, I'm just gonna skip.
and if you had to, you could always do something like if you want. Okay.
I feel like at some point, Stella and I in the morning would just be around the captain because we were the ones that had talked to him. Just like, remember, we said we'd help you. But if he's like changed his mind or hiding or gone or off on a boat or who the hell knows, we're available because she had also offered to help. So,
Okay. We'll say on the next morning, the captain's quarters are open. Both Stella and Elethri notices, and whoever else that would like to participate. So however you guys would like to approach.
Is
I mean, Kismet will go, but probably kind of stay more in the back.
Bryn
I
will
would
definitely
let, yeah, and I would let Wynn know because I know she was actively, checking on him.
Okay. What'd you say, Brent?
Prin will definitely go. She needs a distraction from her
Yeah.
brain just going in circles about everything bad that could happen, is going to happen, and has happened.
Yeah, Bria asked both of us.
Focus.
Sorry.
Bria did ask us to be concerned, so I think both me and Checker are gonna be concerned.
I'll be on the outside because there's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Okay. A couple of you walk in this room. The captain kind of seated behind the desk, kind of arms wide and kind of gangly up across, almost stretching the entire length of the desk. So, thank you for coming. What is it you would like to attempt on me?
Okay, I will
How about
kind of walk closer to him and let him know that I was taught a way of restoring and would like to try that. And I want to cast Greater Restoration.
I have a thought first. Good idea, but maybe just I've forgotten the spell, but I think Stella still has it fresh.
I have identify. If he's an object, we could tell.
Well, you could still identify a person and you'll know if there are any curses on him.
Let me see if it works on sentient beings.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, my first instinct is no, it doesn't, but I'll check just in case.
Like maybe it detect magic, but
Yeah, no, it very specifically says object. I can't cast it on unless he's a sentient.
If you
object.
instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thank you for remembering that better than me. Is it okay if I cast
But
that?
I guess as I said that, you would let me know you had that. And I'd say, oh, go ahead. You can do that first.
Hold on. You cast Greater Restoration. Roll a
Okay.
d20 for me.
Sure. Okay. $18.
As you kind of reach towards Captain Yeager and you put your hands around his head, he looks at you and you can see the red eyes kind of almost bouncing around left and right, and he just says, "Shara, is that you?" And he kind of shakes off his head. It seems like the spell took, but did not correct the issue.
Did you say Sarah?
Yes, with a weird Sean Connery accent.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sean.
Okay.
Sarah.
Okay, so it felt like it wasn't blocked, but it didn't fix it.
Maybe we could find out what's.
Yeah, let me see. What,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, let me see what might be in the way. And so I'll cast that. A little bit of just a hum. What do I know?
Ooh. I would say with your identify, you know that it's not an object, but it's a construct.
I thought so. All right, so he's a construct. And then whatever spells or curses are on it. Oh, I can also, if the item was created by a spell, you can learn which spell created it.
Well, that's for an item.
That's really
Because it's that last line that applies to creatures.
Well,
But it does tell
technically,
you what spell, if any.
he's a construct, which means he is technically an item that was created using a spell.
Roll an Arcana check. Let's see how much you're able to deduce.
All right.
Yeah, 11 plus.
Can I guidance her? We're doing
Not
this
at this
together. Okay.
Got it's a 14.
Okay. You can't exactly explain it, and it is a feeling of loose magic appliance, but it's something where the soul somehow was banished from its body.
Then I'm, with as much compassion in my voice as possible, I'm going to ask him, so can you tell us what happened to your soul?
It's a very strange laugh to him. It's just kind of choppy. If I knew, I would tell you.
Oh,
It's like pieces of the puzzle are there, but others are missing and can't be put back into place.
I think
I'm
now
shocked.
I understand why.
Hmm?
I think now I understand why. Perhaps if we can find out what happened to your soul, we can rectify a great many things.
It's going to stare at you for a long while. And it just says, I hope that is true. And then he gets quiet again.
I'd like to ask
Uh,
him,
Go ahead, then.
do you remember when this happens? Like when and where? You and Paul disappeared. Oh god. He's missing.
Your tablet.
The camera's out. Oh, no, something. Yay.
Sorry, give me 1 second. My tablet's dying.
I know, I was like, okay, I guess there's one question.
Weird questions. Have an abundance.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
That's good.
As you kind of ask the question, because of what he rolled, he just shakes his head again and says, No, I can't remember, but I am trying as best I can, but nothing sticks.
Was it before you became like captain of the ship or after?
Before.
Before.
I'm not sure how to quietly tell everybody else that he's a construct.
You don't know that.
Oh, I don't know that?
I'm sorry?
I don't know he's a construct?
No, that's up to you how you want to tell them.
Yeah, it's up to you how you want to do that. That's what he said.
I guess, I mean, if he knows, that wouldn't be like a
A shocker to him.
bad thing for him to know, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the group. My bad.
Yeah, like, I don't know if it would be insensitive for me to share that information or not. Like, I feel awkward.
I would probably ask after you cast it and be like, what did you find out from the identify?
I mean, I don't think it would be insensitive. I already asked him about a soul. So very blunt.
All right, more bluntness.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Not sure why I'm hesitating. Captain, I also am very curious to know, you are a construct, if I'm not mistaken. You're not flesh and blood.
And 15 seconds.
You're super quiet, man.
what was that?
Am I?
Yeah. Unusually fuzzy. I can hear me too. Nope, now I can't. We're good there.
Now? Good? No good?
Oh yeah, that's all. That's great.
Okay. Kind of stares at you for 10, 15 seconds, Stella, and removes the mask, revealing a pale, stitched sack over the face, misshapen and wrinkly. The lower jaw kind of protruding over. There are strange stitchings over this crooked smile, 2 slash holes where the eyelids are. His neck, and there is straw protruding from the back of his head.
God, you got my fear now. What the hell?
He very much resembles a scarecrow.
Oh,
I am fascinated by this one. In and out of character. But I think Schechter would get a little bit closer and just like examine a little bit,
Oh
but not
my
like not get
God.
in his bubble, you know what I mean? But just kind of take a look and be amazed.
Checker,
Say what?
make a perception check.
is
And
it?
even Prin, for the time she's been on here, he's never unmasked himself. He's very particular, careful with how he puts it on and when he takes it off, but you've never seen him without the mask.
Yeah. I mean, did I know that he was like hiding something kind of thing?
Yeah,
Like,
always knew that there was something more to him, something that he was hesitant to show, but yeah.
yeah.
I got a 16.
Okay. That's what he looks like.
Oh, oogie boogie.
Ooh, that's a lot more creepy than I thought.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
It's very like. Mhm.
What
Kind of
the?
taking in everyone's reaction, you can see him kind of reel back a little bit and start to put the mask back on.
Oh yeah,
that's-
I would have been good and not. That was all Kristen. For
That
you.
was-
Also all
Gizmo
Jessica.
would not have reacted.
Bryn would have been like,
Stella's already in the mode, like,
I'm on the road.
no, but me as a person is Nick with spiders to scarecrows.
Guys, it's too late. We're always in character.
Fuck.
oh no. I'm gonna start
I'm
off
just
the fights.
But you can kind of see everyone's just kind of like, oh, reaction, and puts it back on. As I said, not who I think I am or who I used to be, but just a feeling.
Oh, like he's Scarecrow from, what is it?
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. He lost his mind. We've got 3 more friends to find.
Oh no.
So the flying monkeys.
Flying monkey's not.
Baba. Baba is the flying monkey.
Do we have a monkey? Right.
He
does have a
Teddy.
monkey.
He's with Raynar, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Who's over now? Yeah, I was like, where is he?
Yes, we do.
Well,
I'm sorry the ideas didn't work. Perhaps we can try again another time.
I think this gave us some good places to start.
I'll say thank you for trusting us to show us and to tell us about this. And at least me, I would really like to help.
Yeah.
Help you get your body back and your memories back.
Your soul back.
That's
Now that we know, we stand a better chance of actually being able to do that.
As he says or as Prince says the memories thing, Schechter, something weird resonates within you, and you just kind of feel this kind of sadness for this guy that knows something's real, but it feels like a dream to him, and something that he can see but never really touch. And it's something that speaks to you on a different level that maybe some people in the other group don't really understand. Okay. Anyone want to do anything else?
I'd like to tell him you're no less of a captain.
Oh.
Kind of stares you for a little bit. Kind of the hat kind of tips over, and he kind of tips out to you. Kind as always, friend. Kind as always. Now, let's see how far we are. Let's see where the sea takes us. Kind of stands up and kind of awkwardly like hobbles out. You can see all the kind of loop. It's almost like he's being puppeteered the way he walks. That word kind of comes to y'all's heads as you can see him now. It all kind of makes a little more sense. As the sun sets on this night, second night, a horn bellows from the warship. And the beating of the drums suddenly stops. And only the sounds of the waves and the wind howling from the northwest. Is everyone still on the deck? Are you up with the captain? Or are you?
I'm probably just chilling in the mess hall-ish area. So I guess like where, I don't know, where people eat, I guess.
Okay. I need everyone except Bria and Baba to make perception checks. Everyone that's on the deck can make a perception check. If you're doing other stuff, it's okay.
22.
I want to say
the
I'd
moment
be.
where we see the
Oh.
thing in the distance.
Holy crap.
I want to say I would be in the crow's nest because at some point during the day I'd like to just fly and just be in the wind, and I've never had this kind of experience to really just fly free and feel the wind. So I probably would have landed there and then just been like, oh, I'll just kind of chill here.
17.
Also 17.
I rolled a nat 1 for 12.
Oh,
14. I rolled a 4.
okay.
4. I am practicing.
Okay.
Usually
And-
good at this. Sorry.
Gotcha. Winara, sorry. In your, it's almost in your blood now. When you hear this kind of horn, you immediately focus your attention off the side of the ship. And as you look off the side of the gale, you see smooth chopping waves as the sea press along the side. The dark green blue ocean surface begins to slowly slip from your vision, becoming increasingly difficult to see. And this tan fog sits calmly above the water as you guys cut through.
So I'm at like the bow.
Yeah.
Is that the front?
Is it?
I don't know. That's a question. I don't know.
Yes, it's comforting
Stern.
summer breeze through you, like the days when you and Vidania had first found your home. Ahead, you can see a black arch that sits above the horizon, much larger, singular, and ominous across the vermilion sky behind. As the ship draws forward, kind of projecting from the water, are massive limbs, these roots. Sorry, Eric. These limbs, roots, broken trees scattering randomly for the next several miles towards this black dome ahead.
So we were in the ocean, but now there are trees.
We're closer. We've been sailing.
I was about to say, you said limbs, but like tree limbs, not like,
How like tree limbs.
okay.
I'll just
Some are 6 feet tall, some are 18 feet tall. It's kind of just random, these broken, crooked, gnarled limbs.
I'll
Coming
just
up
keep
out of the water.
an eye out.
Yes.
I'll just keep an eye out.
Must be getting close. I'll come down.
Okay.
That has got to be one of the creepiest things I've ever seen.
Fran, I need you to make another perception check.
Not very
Fine.
good. 9 plus 11 is a natural 20. Yeah.
You begin to hear scraping below the ship.
Is it scraping?
Something is scraping underneath the hull, and it's a low, almost vibrating sound. And the ship hits something hard beneath.
We're on
Captain
the
Yeager- Huh?
we're on the giant ship. We're not
No,
on the
we're on.
But we're like tethered.
You guys are on the Lost Gale.
okay.
Yeah.
Is it like on both ships? That like I assume both ships are.
Yeah. As this starts to happen, the frost giants kind of look over to you.
Storm giants.
I'm sorry, storm giants. I think I keep doing that.
All been doing it.
Yeah, Asla kind of approaches and says, "We can go no further with you. You must make your own way."
Hey, Baba, did you happen to make sending stones? The Lathree got some shells. I hope they were good enough.
Baba kind of waddles up towards you and just gives you a stone, or a shell.
Do we need to give one to the storm giants?
Dwarf, of course we have to give one to the storm giants. This is one, we have to give them the other one.
Okay.
Bob is very upset with you right now.
Well, yeah, I know.
Cool.
Okay, thank you, Baba. Just go give him the other one then. Thanks. Cool.
Baba has so much to do. You give Baba more to do. Now Baba has to take it. Give me
I'll
that.
take it.
Why'd you only give me one? You keep
I
it
see
one
them-
for us? Okay.
If I see them arguing, I'll just take it. I'll take it over.
And Baba like quickly take him back down below deck.
Right.
You give it to Azlog.
I can sense the hatred between you and Baba.
Sometimes.
So this should allow us to communicate with you. It is very limited, but then we at least have that moving forward.
Azlog takes it and he just looks at you and says, "Are you ready?"
No, but
I don't
I have to go.
I think I don't know if we have a choice. I know we'll prepare and then go. I'm assuming, is it like nighttime or are we gonna rest? Assuming we'll rest and then go.
It's sunset right now.
Okay. I think we'll probably rest and then go.
Definitely on this evening, then I would try and ask if I could speak to their oracle about some of my stuff, or whoever, honestly, if they have like a historian or something along those lines. Same thing, I guess.
Yeah, a final night to prepare.
And what looks like Aslog was saying goodbye, he can see and remember what you had asked Schecter, and just kind of beckons you forward.
I go over.
Okay. He leads you down below the deck into this large pool of water, and you can see this younger storm giant female just kind of holding her knees, and her head's kind of on her hands, just kind of in a almost like the fetal position a little bit, and kind of looks up to you knowingly and a little bit somber.
Didn't they just call her the Oracle, or did she actually have a name?
I think they call her the Seer, but yeah, same.
Great Seer. If I might ask about any inquiry you might help me with. I don't know. I need to know more about the dawn, or not the dawn spider, the wolf spider, and the turning point battle of the Dawn War. I think that there's more that this weapon can do, but I'm unsure how to unlock it. And those are the only leads that I have. I want to know how to get this weapon to the next level to better protect my friends and those that I love. If you could help me figure out the key or the next step or a clue to how to do this.
Towards you, and he kind of places her hand towards the water.
My internet cut out after you said hand towards the water.
She's basically asking you to get in the water.
Okay, I'm holding the loot like I'd be playing it, but I'm not playing anything. I'm just kind of hesitantly wading in.
As you kind of move in, small little drops of water begin to raise around you, and you can see her hair just kind of crackle with like this strange static electricity. And your vision goes completely white. You see hundreds and hundreds of spiders kind of coming up over this mountain area. As they are just coming over and over again, there is no end to them. You can see an army, a resistance standing there. They're all white, feathered, golden beaks with great white wings. You would know these as birdfolk or Aarakocra. And you can see them charging towards these hundreds of thousands of spiders, just crying out this war cry to defeat this foe. There's death, there's annihilation, there's everything, until there's one last great brown spider, massive. And there's maybe a handful of these Aarakocra left. And there's one in the lead front that somehow catches your vision. And it cries out, this just scream as it runs toward this immediate death. And as you awaken again, you can feel the loot almost humming in your hands.
Is it like physically vibrating, or was it making a note? I guess same thing, I'm not sure.
Yes, I guess. Yes.
Okay. I try and speak to the loot itself. I say, hello. Have you have you remembered anything from that I didn't see?
As long as you did, friend. Those were my last moments.
Goodness gracious.
Do you recall what you were called in that previous life?
Eric is what some called me.
What was it?
Jerik. Derek.
VER?
Jay.
Jerik.
JER. Okay.
And the way the lute says it, it almost sounds like a bird. Jerk.
Okay. Jarek, I am honored to know your name. I am sorry to make you relive that, but I feel like I feel closer to you. I feel like we're brothers in arms, even more so.
Quiet for a second, and then you hear, "Do not be sorry for the past. It was meant to be. I'm here for a reason, and so are you."
What a badass.
I hope not, but we'll see. I don't know, man. We might be fighting a lot of spiders. Well, Jarek, I am Schechter, as you might have already known. It is a pleasure to meet you. I look at the seer and I say, thank you. You've awoken something new within this. I don't know what more I could ask for.
You can see she is like a little bit of shake to her and almost a twitch, and you can see kind of blood coming from her eyes a little bit, and she just kind of nods for you. And she looks fucked up.
Oh man.
You get the sense that each reach to whatever she's reaching to takes a massive toll on her.
Do I think that I would be able to heal her, or would that just be silly thinking that like my healing abilities could affect this?
Looking at her and remembering what they had said, you feel like time and rest is the best healing she could have. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll do like a thank you healing word, even just like a first level healing word. Kind of throw it on my thanking words of appreciation before I leave.
Like wishing her speedy recovery.
Yeah. We'll see when I come back.
So with us, Seafrost. Oh, there you
Are we
are.
back
Okay.
now? Okay.
Yeah, you're good. As you heal her, some of the blood begins to go back into the eyes. You just hear the lute say, "Don't be afraid. I'm with you." And as you kind of make your way back out, Aslog kind of leading you over the ramp, he pulls the ramp and kind of nods towards some of the group, and looks toward Alathri and Pren and just says, "I hope you are ready." And he pulls a lever off to the side, and you guys begin to free fall in the Lost Gale off the side. Everyone make a dex saving throw.
What a jerk.
No warning.
You asshole. Like,
Jesus Christ.
like we're not gonna go into
19.
Fuck.
I rolled
18.
I rolled a 2 and she rolled a 1.
That one.
Total of 10 on my part.
I also rolled a 2.
Wow.
Bria rolled a 2.
Bria rolled a 2?
Yeah.
Well, she was
Oh,
inside though.
no.
Yeah.
So she's just
So
gonna
how
hurt.
much each?
Like everyone on the law scale needs to like. I got a 22.
Got an 18.
Schecter, Stella, what'd you get?
5 total.
When Laura and let's check on little Baba boy. That's good. Schecter, Stella, when Laura takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage, everyone else takes 3. As you crash into the water below.
Oh my gosh.
I think I have that thing where I don't take any, right? Because the dex
If you,
saving.
if you succeed, yes.
Alright, totally weird.
Yeah, that too.
Evasion.
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 Yeah, you get the sense that they
want to leave.
want to leave and are very durable, and it probably wasn't meant as an ill intent, but when they do this to other people, they're pretty sturdy, so they weren't really
Oh,
thinking
okay.
of normal. Yeah.
Smaller size.
Yeah, they're just like, they'll be fine. Oh god.
Okay, so
70 foot
yeah,
drop. Yeah.
I take back my middle.
Okay. Okay, you guys are in the water, these strange kind of gnarled twisting limbs around you guys.
And we're what, like a mile away?
Maybe a little bit,
Further.
a couple miles. Yeah.
Okay.
And you said we were there at like sunset, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see the kind of reds and purples casting across the ocean line.
Well,
Yeah, I think we should. I'll look kind of to win and say, I know we still have jeweled chalice. I think we should have a feast and prepare and
Sella hears the word feast and she's like, that sounds like a marvelous way to end this piece
yeah, and
go into danger. She's gonna pull up.
rest and
When are we starting?
yeah, and rest and go in
do you
full.
think we're safe here to do like along that to like stay here? You guys-
Only place we can
I
go.
can
Higher question. Do they just keep sailing in the middle of the night?
Captain Yeager's kind of approaches and says, I'm not sure how safe we are. I don't really recognize any of the topography. Perhaps we should keep going a bit further. But
Well, puts her lyre away.
Yeah.
okay. A small drift begins to slowly pull you guys forward. Bria does come out and is just viewing. It is a beautiful sunset. Kismet, make a perception check.
15.
There is a large scrape that kind of pushes the law scale a little bit, and Captain Yeager like falls down. And when Laura, you can see him on the ground, just kind of starting to back up, and he's like, "Sure, the other ship is making a turn on us." And he keeps just backing up. He's trying to get on his feet.
Oh, whoa,
He
whoa.
falls back, and you can see he's trying to keep the mask on his head, and it appears to be grabbing at something.
I'm gonna. I saw him.
This is just when Laura's saying this right now. Kismet, you see it too as well.
I'll kind of just rush over, try to calm him down.
He kind of grabs your shoulders. So he's like, "Sure, the cannons are taking aim." And he falls on the ground, begins like bouncing and flailing across, like from some unseen force, and he screams out in agony.
I'll just yell to Kismet, who I assume is running over, help me restrain him. And I'll just like kind of just, forcefully, but try to gently just lay him down.
I'll help her as well.
Okay, both of you guys are able to overpower him. He's a scarecrow. He's
An
not-
arm each. I guess I could have,
He's
but
literally,
it's fine.
he's made out of straw.
Yeah.
He looks at you. He's like, "Captain, what do we do? What are the girls below? My girl, she can't swim yet." He just looks at you.
Oh shit. Well, I wasn't there when he was talking about Sarah or anything. It's Captain Yeager. Captain Yeager, snap out of it.
Okay. The wheel of the ship is just going randomly.
Oh fuck.
By the way.
Oh, can I go? Or there's another navigator on the. It's probably high somewhere.
I mean,
so-
how much do the rest of us see of this?
Yeah.
Basically, you see Kismet and Winlara kind of pinning down Captain Yeager and are trying to restrain him, and the wheel is just going randomly.
When hold him down, I'll grab the wheel.
All right.
Yeah.
No. Put him down.
The wheel
If I see
too,
that she can hold him down, I'm gonna jump up and just grab the wheel. I don't know what I'm doing. Stop moving.
Okay, you hear small little splashes of water around the boat. Sella, I need you to make a perception check. Mute me, damn it.
Sorry, 15.
You hear a like a spray of water as it kind of hits across your face, and something in your stomach just sinks as you hear Bria's voice say, "Mom." You can see this long, dark vine just wrapped around her, but it's not bark. It's flesh and this muscle-bound appendage as she gets ripped off the side of the boat.
Hell no! Hell fucking no!
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, okay.
No. Before that happens, Prin's jumping over. No. That's not happening.
Okay. Prin begins to,
Like,
but we'll call the session right there. We'll pick up in probable combat.
but why? It's only 9:40 or 8:42.
I do have to. I have to 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
We get up at 4:20. We get it.
I get it,
4:20.
yeah. Daylight saving. What the crap though?
No, I'm gonna cast
I'm-
Bigsby's hand so fast.
I'm kind of upset.
Yeah, Prin's like, I'm jumping over the edge trying to slash the shit out of this thing.
That's a good way to end it.
I am also upset because can you just show them this?
Oh,
Not that. You don't have to show them those.
Okay.
Just that.
oh yeah, here.
Oh no.
No, I want to see everything.
Abby got me a cool gift that I wish I had earlier.
Oh,
Oh.
oh shoot.
I've been
It's so
waiting.
amazing.
That's
Literally
so
so
Cool.
Like
That's
you can really
awesome.
like. There's even like the nose.
Oh my
Wow.
god, that's
Right.
so cool.
Why were we using that?
Why were we using that?
We
Yeah.
didn't have it.
Yeah.
Bought it,
Yeah.
and then this is the first time we get to use it, and it's been sitting in Paul's closet like made but we've had all these trips. We were like,
Yeah, and I didn't want to like force it. Like I don't know, like what I don't know. Either way, so we have this boat. We can use it definitely next session. But yeah, I didn't rush it too much. But yeah, it's
Have to
pretty
make more excuses to use that too. Like in
Yeah.
water, just get on a boat and do some shit.
yeah, there's like all this cool detail and stuff. It's real neat.
pretty sturdy. It's pretty badass actually.
Wow, what's it made of? Like wood or cardboard? Or
It's just wood. It's
like-
laser cut.
Like balsa wood, like very
Yeah.
light.
It's not balsa wood.
Well, like it's light wood.
Yeah,
It looks
Yeah.
amazing.
can't fly.
kind of like those.
It's not like yeah.
Yeah, it's all laser cut and it's neat, and there's all the tail. Like it's really hard because like again in pictures, but you can see little beds here. It's
Oh my
neat.
God.
Oh shoot! There's even like little stuff. Does it have
Brandon?
like squares?
Yeah, so there's squares on it, so we know where
Nice.
we're going. Here are little beds.
Oh my
Which no
god!
one- really sleeps in. We had to make all of these little stairs, which was a pain.
It was a bitch.
I bet, yeah.
Oh, there's a roasted pig at the bottom.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh, Quinn's gonna sleep next to that.
Right there.
That's
That's
just
a little,
my bed right there.
little babe there.
That is so cool. Oh, now I hear the German Shepherd. I heard it.
Yeah, I just heard it.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
Oh, it's really not. There's only a handful of times where I really can't tone, like, if he wakes me up while I'm sleeping, I'm pissed. I told Paul to call the cops, and I never tell him to call the cops on like dogs, because he does this all the time.
Yeah.
And this was like the third, because again, I can sleep through anything, but I think this was my third shot of finally like waking up by him, and I'm like,
Wow.
fucking done.
No.
Yeah.
Fucking done.
We're
Now
pretty
you're
patient,
reinstating
but